that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall, I've come to take it all. I'll take it, I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall, I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The love child of Harry Potter and Ginny Weasley couldn't get it done tonight. I just don't know. Let's turn up the reverb. I just don't know how long it's gonna take until people start listening. I've been doing this dang near 2 years now. People don't know, they need to get to know that I'm right. Not all, but most of the time. Come at me, bro. Come at me. I'm just kidding. But, well, I'm not kidding. I'm like half serious. But what a game. I thought it was a good game. I thought the whole game was a good game. I didn't think Chelsea looked like they were going to do anything ever. We'll look at the stats later, but I want to say they had maybe two shots on target. I can't remember. There were some saves and or something, you know, that were kind of easy that may have counted as a shot on target, but I don't think maybe twice is the only times that old boy had to make a save there, and that's good because he's not the best at it. But my thing here ain't doesn't want to stay up tonight for some reason. But yeah, let's take a look to see who's in the comments, and then we'll start bringing the folks in the back. Make sure you do hit that like button, smash it, abuse it, caress it, hate it, do whatever you want to do as long as you're touching something. And go ahead and do that. Also hit subscribe too, click the bell so that you know when we go live. Because you know what? I don't even know sometimes when I'm going live. So if I don't know, the only way that you can get to know is by hitting that bell. So you get notified 30 minutes before each show. So make sure you do that. Make sure that's something that you're doing. Man, my camera is wanting to focus on my beautiful bald head back there rather than the beautiful bald head up here. But let's see what we got in the comments here. Mr. Jammy Git, he's almost always first in the comments. Big up the Git. Have a heart. By the time you read this, Potter could very well have been whacked by one of Chelsea's insane fans. Yeah, well, we don't encourage violence here, even against Fraud Potter. But let's see what else we got. We got Tottenham Away here. We are streaming this show on Tottenham Away again. It's Tottenham Away is kind of the new home for the post-match fan show, at least in the short term until it gets changed to what's coming up. So make sure you guys subscribe to both channels and do all of those things. We got Alex at Ender Hilton. Steak is in the house. Big up Steak. Potter frauding like James Fraud Prowse. Exactly. We got Art Fraser and big up yourself, man. Tom Boy says leave you out. Definitely leave you out. We got Bringing It, Big Boy with the nutsack. Big up my man. And then we got Elias Krishan. Big up Elias. Love Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer loves me. Okay. Big up Minerals FC. Will up the Minerals. Let's have it right. Yep, that's for sure. I see you in the back there too. We got Philip Hewitt. I hate Daniel Levy. Daniel Levy hates me. All right. We got these are the links pinned over on WillStewart365 as well as Tottenham Away. If you want to come on, join the show and have your say, just click the link and you can come right on. Jay Parks in the house. What happened to the Richarlison hat trick with Son on the bench? We'll definitely get into that. I don't know if people have seen it or not, but if you go on my Twitter, at WillStewart365, right here, boom, that one right there. I tweeted out a tweet today. Son Heung-min in 6 touches had 2 key passes and 1 goal-creating action. Richarlison in 46 touches and 89 minutes had 1 key pass and no goal-contributing actions. How about them apples? How about them apples? Not only that, but everybody moans all the time about how many times Son gives the ball away. And Richarlison gave the ball away 17 times out of 46 touches. Right? Son Heung-min averages per game. Right? So in this horrible season, this season that he's having, in air quotes, 13.3. So not only did Richarlison not do as much going forward, but he also gave the ball away more than Son does when he starts. And defensively, I keep hearing these imaginary tales of the things that Richarlison did defensively, but we'll go into that and we'll look. What did he do defensively? We'll find out later tonight. But apparently people out there in the Twitter world think that Richarlison's energy is more important than, contributing, creating chances, beating players, not giving the ball away, all the stuff that Son Heung-min does on a regular basis. Still waiting. Open challenge to anybody that's out there. Open challenge. I will give you a one-on-one opportunity to prove me wrong objectively. Right? I don't care about your football flat earther conspiracy theories. Objectively demonstrate that Richarlison is more impactful or does anything better than Heung-min Son does. And if anybody can prove that, I'm putting it on there right now. $100 gift. $100 challenge for you to demonstrate objectively that Richarlison has been more impactful than Heung-min Son this season and deserves a chance to start for this football club. The challenge is out there. It's up to you now. Link is there. You're ready to go. Back to his comments. TJ, I see you in the back too. What's going on, my man? Paul. Will, I agree Sonny's better than Richie, but Richie's work rate and defensively is so much better. See, that's what I'm talking about, Paul. People say that. Demonstrate it. Demonstrate the work rate. There's ways that you can do this. Somebody on Twitter asked me the same thing, and this isn't at you, Paul. This is at the guy on Twitter. But he's like, yeah, I can't prove it. I'm not a professional football player. And I'm like, yeah, you can. You just go and look. There are stats like kilometers ran, presses per 90, right? Like all of these different things. There is a way that you could demonstrably prove that Richie's work rate, right, which is running around the pitch, is higher than Son's. And you would have to show that it's defensively so much better when Son actually outproduces him in defensive statistics, right? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll get to it. John George is in the house. Big up, John George. Will Stewart is the best, and nobody can beat him. I don't really compete with people. Thanks. I appreciate the support. Thank you, TJ. Who else we got here? The guy's name who I can never pronounce. I think Richarlison's Conte signing is actually more valuable than Son. Well, didn't we hear rumors or whatever that Levy was the one responsible for signing Richarlison? I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that came out on Twitter like a couple weeks ago. What else we got? We got Tits So Soft. What a name, man. I love your name. Yes, it's soft tits are nicer than rough ones, that's for sure. We got David in the house. 안녕하세요, Will Young. Sunny 벤치 진짜 화내네요. Yeah. 이번 게임 나왔으면 잘할 텐데. I agree with you. So what people that don't know what David said here, he said, "What's going on, Will? Sonny looked mad on the bench today," or I can't. I'm trying to infer whether he means he was mad or Sonny was mad. But either way, it's valid. If he would have come out of this game, he would have done a whole lot better. I agree, especially that first chance that Richarlison had that he completely botched. in open space, it hits the back of the net 8 out of 10 times if Sunderman takes that chance. Guaranteed. Even the second chance that Richarlison had, I think Sun puts away. But that's just my opinion. That's an opinion because you can't demonstrate that because we unfortunately can't go back in time. There we go. Contradicting the other one. I'm a rock stat. Don't know about rock stat, but I used to be in a punk rock band, so I guess technically, I don't know if I was necessarily a star there, but I did sign autographs when I used to be in a punk rock band, so maybe I am a rock star. Who knows? Some bloke. What's going on, man? If you don't know, get to know, bruh. That's right. Joseph Monahan is here as well. Who else we got? Faz. What's up, Faz? Big up, Faz. Zykes. Zixiax. How do you pronounce that? Welcome to the show. Who else we got here that I haven't expressed? Wayne Bonner, long time no see, man. What's going on, fella? How you doing? RW. Richarlison honestly didn't even play well the last 2 games. He hasn't played well all season, but people keep acting like he does. I agree with you, my friend. I agree with you. Richarlison has done nothing in his 7 starts. Nothing at all. And even in his substitute appearances, he's done nothing. So I don't get any logical... There is no logical argument for him deserving Son's spot as a starter there on the left. None. It's logically possible because there's no contradiction, but it's definitely not likely. Right? There's no objective argument that I think one could make. But I would still use the Son as a backup. I'm Korean. Why? 왜요? 왜 backup 원하십니까? 안 갑니다. Stuart Hill's in the house. Who else we got here? Lots of folks in the show today. Daniel, big up Daniel. Coy's Bob, big up Coy's Bob. Chris, big up Chris. Big day for Skippy. Yep, he had a good one. Yeah, it needs to work a lot harder. Pretty poor. But let's start bringing in the guests. Let's bring in the guests for tonight in the order in which they have arrived. Here we go. First guest is coming in from Malaysia. He's stepping it up, just like Eric Dyer stepped it up today. Eric Dyer's #1 fan, Elias Krishan, is in the house.
And Chelsea got battered last night. It's so much fun.
It was this morning, man.
It was last night for me.
I think it was technically even this morning for you, wasn't it?
It was last night. It was
8 p.m., 9 p.m., I guess, because it was an early game today, huh? But what are your thoughts on the game, man? What are your thoughts on the game?
Good one. I think first half was okay. Second half really stepped up half. I loved it.
Yeah, it's a good one. Well, yeah. All right, let's bring in the next guest. The next guest here is this guy. I think it's look. I usually think that Gooners don't have a whole lot of intelligence, but this guy, he's a little bit different. There's only 2 smart Gooners I've ever met. The first one is Simos Funk, and the next one is Minerals FC. Everybody show yourself up. What's going on, man? How you doing, fella?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Let's have a rant, man. Up the minerals, and yeah, you landed them.
Yeah, we did. We also got. I mean, what do you think about? Was Will Stewart right about Potter?
Yep.
What do you think, Minerals? Can you hear me, ma'am? Got 2 Minerals here. Which one are you? I think one removed. This one. I think this is the right Minerals. Hello? We'll come back. I think he's having some connection issues, but let's bring in the next guest on the day. First time with his brand new intro music. The man that everybody, I like him. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, guys?
Not much. What are your thoughts on the game today?
You know what? It felt really good. Felt good, man.
All good, all good. Nothing. That was it. It was just good. No points of order or.
It's like one of those feelings so long that even if it was ugly and it wasn't all that great, you're just happy that the Splinters pulled out. Dude, we haven't beaten them in such a long time. Years.
4 years.
Years. Never at home. Fucking ridiculous. So, it felt good. Felt good.
Sounds good. Sounds good. The next guest that we got coming in for the day is he's a guy that's been challenged. He's been called out. But he's here tonight. Unfortunately, the guy who called him out isn't here. I didn't call. But I'd be glad to hear what he's got to say. Everybody show your love for TJ.
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
We can hear you, brother. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man? Man, I was really hoping Stell was going to be on here because he called me a troll on Henry Wright's channel. And I just wanted to show my face and say, yo, man, I'm not a troll. I was just calling you out. He's being a little bit of a hypocrite on there. But, you know, I unfortunately work during the day, so I can't be on his channel tomorrow night. So I was hoping he would be on here. But, Will, big fan of yours, man. I know we don't agree on clubs, but big fan of the Americans out here doing it.
Big up
doing the work.
Uh-oh. If you watch the show, you know who this is. The Pied Piper himself. The coach of all coaches. He showed up, TJ.
He's here.
Up. Stelios!
Stelios! Stellos, my man. I'm here, my man. I'm here.
No, don't be all nice now. In the comments, you're not very nice. Don't bring that bullshit to me now.
You said I was going after you personally and not your argument. That's not true. I was going after the scope of your argument. I wasn't going after you, my man. I just want to make that clear. I'm glad you're on here. I'm glad we could get this ironed out because I couldn't come on your show tomorrow, man. So glad to see it. I'm a big fan of you guys on Wright's channel. I watch pretty much every Sunday. So
big up, man. Big up.
Big up
on you for coming on. At least,
of course,
we'll get into the topics of it here in a bit. But let's finish bringing in the guys for the show. So this guy, he's in love right now. He's in love. You know, this guy, even back in the day, was in love with Emerson Royale. Had to throw him a little bit under the bus at some point in time because it was the right thing to do. But he's here now, and he's got one thing on his mind, and it's steak. What's going on, steak?
Staking.
Another Emerson Royale masterclass for you. Or you got to be over the moon.
Yeah, I'm happy. Is the £1 million worth it to actually play football? I don't know. We just absolutely dominated Chelsea, to be honest. Skip was my man of the match.
Skip, man of the match. How come Skip's not holding steak tonight then?
I don't have a Skip photo yet. I need one.
Too lazy. You should have messaged me. I'd have sent you mine for my thumbnail. But next guest to bring in on the night. Is this the right music? I guess it is. From the land of the rising sun, the Empress herself. Right? We must bow down to to her generosity because she supports the entire Spurs YouTubing community. Some more than I think that she ought to, but she doesn't listen to my being picky. It's Gogama! 안녕하십니까?
안녕하세요. Hi everyone. Hi Leo.
Hello.
Elias, TJ.
Hello.
Hi, Steve. 안녕하세요.
오랜만이에요. 잘 지냈습니까?
네, 잘 지냈어요. 윌님은요? 너무 반가워요.
네, 반갑습니다. 고구마님. Long time no see. We're glad you've joined us tonight. What were your thoughts on the game? It was an early game for you, so did you get a chance to watch it? Because it would have been, 8 p.m. your time, so...
No, I couldn't watch it live, but I saw the replay. 근데 it was so fun. 너무 좋아. It was so good. I feel like we all played well. All our players played well. And especially, I feel Romero and Emerson played really well. I'm so happy we won Chelsea, finally.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was good. I don't know why I picked this music. I just picked it because I don't have a specific song for him because usually it shows a bit too late for him, but he's up late with us tonight all the way from Poland. We got Michael's in the house.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Mike?
Yeah, I hope you can hear me well because that's not my usual setup. But yeah, it's a bit late here, but I decided to join because, for once in my life, I can rub it into my brother's face who supports Chelsea, and for once, I could laugh at him instead of it being the other way. So,
yeah,
got to celebrate that.
That is true. What were your thoughts on the game, though, man? What'd you think? Other than rubbing it in your brother's face, like the game in and of itself, were you pleased? Were you like Alex and said that we were, we were shit?
Nah. Alex will never be satisfied with a Spurs win. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, it was so strange because I was kind of comfortable throughout the game, and the worst part was that my brother isn't really cocky about Chelsea being better than us or whatever, right? But he was so deflated today. During the game, not even before we scored the goals, he was so deflated that I kind of felt bad, like mocking him for losing, but I kind of had to, right? So yeah, I felt kind of comfortable, which was weird, but yeah, overall a good game.
Good deal. And Tits So Soft,
oh yeah,
says. Will, how do you examine a defender through stats? Because defenders of possession-based teams will always have lower stats. Well, if you're going to compare defenders between two different teams, and if you could demonstrate that the amount of possession, for example, say Chelsea or Chelsea averages 40% percentage per match, and Man City averages 70% per match. You could then go look at the percentages, right? So tackles percentages rather than totals, right? But you'd first have to demonstrate that that's actually the case, that team possesses the ball more, which is that information is also there, right? So a lot of times people make assumptions and don't realize that. Like, for example, us, people think that we're pragmatic, but we actually have more possession than we don't, right? So if we're averaging more possession than we don't, are we really pragmatic? Right. If we're scoring the third most goals in the league right now, are we really pragmatic? Right. Because right now, I'm not actually seeing anybody be able to demonstrate that we're actually pragmatic on the ball.
Yeah, man. Factual, bro. Like, Conte way, bro. That's a Conte way. You have a gaffer, man.
That's right.
He's got the minerals, man. That's what they call. Conte is a minerals general. You know what I mean? He's landed it, and by fact, he has you in top 4 right now. And he keeps mudding the haters and the brand envelopes and the wrongins in the game, in the media, and for the agenda merchants too. And as always, like, the only way you guys do good is by attack because your defense is dreadful. Like, so this season you've gone. I think you've been more attacking to an extent this season because you scored more but conceded more. That makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think necessarily conceding more is necessarily a defeater against being pragmatic, but possession statistics are, right? If we have the ball more than we do, and if you look at progressive runs, and
exactly, bro, exactly, Will.
Yeah.
But the agenda merchants would listen to you.
No, they won't. Because they're style merchants, bro.
They're brown envelopes, Will. That's what I mean.
Brown paper bags lit on fire on people's front porches, maybe.
I mean, they're all on the.
Maybe you got to be American to catch that one. Right? TJ laughed. He knew what I was talking about. Bags full
Billy
of
Madison
shit.
settings, baby.
Shit bags. Bags of shit. But big up.
It's another one of those bags of shit again.
Right.
It's poop again.
Damn kids. Simo's Funk, he's a gooner as well. He's the one I was talking about when I was doing minerals. Intro there. Big up Mr. M. Wanger out. Big up all Tottenham Way affiliates. What's going on, man?
Mr.
Thanks.
M, man. Big up Mr. M.
Big up Mr. M. Thanks for the support. How does it feel to be a super fan of a super sub? He was born for the 75th minute, and he loses the ball too much and can't win any duels to be a starter with Charleston and center forward. FFFS. Well, obviously you have no idea what you're talking about, right? Because he actually wins duels, and he actually doesn't lose the ball too much, right? So people got to look. Go look and see Richarlison's average loss of possession when he plays a full 90. Go look and see what how many times Harry Kane loses the ball per 90. Go see how many times Kulusevski loses the ball per 90, and then come tell me that Son Heung-min loses the ball too much. Okay? Please do these things. Don't be lazy, right?
Exactly.
I'm going to start getting philosophical on people. Hitchens razor, right? Hitchens razor.
Again, man, you're spot on. Like, Sonny, like, as bad as this season is, he still outscored Richarlison, and he still out-assisted him. But people say Richarlison, he'll be better than Son. Even at Son's worst, he's still better. Like, again, shows the lack of ball knowledge, mate. I tell you that.
Yeah, people and their ball knowledge. I got like a lot of people on Twitter. They're like, "Come on, man, he deserves time to start. You got no ball knowledge, dude. I got more ball knowledge in my prick."
Exactly, bro. You mudded them, bro. That's what you did. You sent them to the woods.
If you think Richarlison's been better than Son this season, I'm sorry.
Exactly, those guys are in the woods, man. I tell you that.
Having that dime piece at home, and then you see like a 5 on the streets, you're like, ooh. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, but Pirates, you got some like click going on.
I'll fix it, man.
Sounds like you're playing Asteroids. You guys remember that game? I'm too old. Maybe you guys ain't old enough to know that game. But let's get into it because they're here. They're waiting already. TJ Stelios,
what's up?
Go for it.
All right. Well, Stelios, I wasn't trying to troll you, man. I was just calling you out a little bit because you said that I attacked you personally, and not your argument. That is not true. I don't remember the exact argument that you were making, but it was something along the lines of you were going back to like the 60s, counting how many, making the point that Tottenham has gotten more European trophies than Arsenal have, which is true. Arsenal is abysmal in Europe, right? I'm not disagreeing with you there. But the fact that you have to go all the way back there to justify your argument was the point that I was trying to not attack, but kind of call you out on a little bit. So that's it. That's all.
I'll jump in here before Stel takes off just for a second, because if you really want to be honest, right, in the last 20 years or so, Arsenal hasn't really won that many more trophies than us either, right? So,
I mean, yeah, FA Cup versus what did you guys, last time you guys won a cup was 08, Carabao Cup, yeah. So, I mean, in terms of overall Premier League, like recent memory, like, hey, we were alive, Arsenal take the cake, all right? There's no argument there.
Yeah, well, you go back, back 18, older than 18 years, then you've got that. But I'm telling you, just even in recent history, like if you're talking,
what's recent history though? That's where
years you guys have, like in the last 20 years you got 2 trophies, right? So we have 1.
Yeah. one Carabao Cup. I mean, you go back but if you expand that to 25 years, what do you got? You got the Invincibles.
Yeah, but if you're going to go back 25, then why not go back 30?
Then why not go back 60? Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean,
come on. Before the Premier League era, right?
Yeah, but before the Premier League era, we had more trophies than you. So,
well, yeah, that was the argument that he was making. But what I was saying was, why do you have to go all the way back there when you're trying to make a point about? And look, I agree. I agree with a lot of what Stell says because he has a standard for his club, right? But if you have to go back to when Jimi Hendrix was still alive to justify your argument,
well, I mean, we're old.
That kind of shows that
the 90s for us isn't that long ago.
Right. right. Will, how old are you?
42, man.
You're 42? No way, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm 34. I'm 34, and I swear to God, I think I look older than you do. So,
you gotta take care of yourself.
Right. I know. I'm
put a little collagen in your coffee in the morning.
I'm working on that. So Stell, go ahead. Go ahead, my friend. The troll is here.
Are you from America?
Yes, sir.
Should we forget about all the gold medals that America's won in the Olympics prior to 2001? Should we forget about all the basketball trophies that the Chicago Bulls won in the 90s? Should we just forget about all that history and pretend that those clubs and those countries don't really exist because life began from 2000? No. If you look at Manchester United, most of their trophies they won under Sir Alex Ferguson. So if you take that section of their history, they're not a big club, or as big as people make them out to be.
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool won one Premier League club in 30 years. One league title in 30 years. They're the biggest club in England. So you can't.
Yeah, but they're the biggest. They're the biggest club in England because they win in Europe.
They're the biggest club in England because they've won the most league titles. Like you can't.
You're talking about Liverpool. You're talking about Liverpool, not Man United, right? So Man United, I agree with you. They're the biggest team.
Finish my point.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
You can't dismiss history because it suits your agenda. History is what makes people. Your history is what makes your club, your country, your organization. As soon as you dismiss it and just say, right, I'm going to put a 20-year time frame, and that 20 years defines you, then everything you've done in the past is meaningless. That's not how it works.
Right, but in the context. No, but in the context of the argument, I just thought it was ridiculous. Right? You guys are talking about the direction of your club now. Dude, I don't even remember. Honestly, at this point, I don't even remember.
How can you talk about the context of the argument if you don't know what the argument is?
What was the argument? Stell, tell me what the argument was.
You just said to me in the context of the argument. What was that? What was that comment about?
Stell, I'm asking you to tell me what the argument was.
I'm asking you.
Can you tell me?
You just said to me.
You can't even tell me what it was either, man.
You're not answering the question. You're deflecting. You just said in the context of the argument that didn't make sense. Context of what argument?
The argument that you were having with Alex.
Which was what?
About the direction of the club. I think you guys were talking about, whether or not you would rather have bad football and win first versus good football and not win, right? But
I said to Alex, I'll take winning over good football every day.
Right. Exactly. My issue that I took with you, right, was that you said that I was attacking you personally. I wasn't. You called me a troll. I'm not.
Not of that. Okay, there's 3 conversations going on here. Which one are we talking about?
I'm going off of the fact that you called me out. You called me a troll. I'm not a troll. I'm a guy. I'm here. I came on here. No, I wasn't. I was merely calling out that you attack. So we'll go down to where I was thinking. Right. Go ahead and put the trophy conversation aside. Okay.
Yeah.
You said that I attacked you. I didn't. I did not attack you personally. I attacked your argument. Whether it was valid or not,
What was the argument you
put it aside? No, that's not what I'm going to. The argument is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is you said that I was going after you personally. I wasn't. I was attacking your argument. And then you went after and started insulting Alex personally, calling him an idiot.
No. Alex.
So
no. Alex,
okay. That's good. I'm glad because you guys. I mean, I watched you guys a lot, and you guys were going after each other, and it's
because I wasn't on the show. Stell was trying to.
I know, Will. I was hoping that you were gonna serenade us, man.
It's because Alex says a lot of dumb shit. Alex says a lot of dumb shit, and I call him out all the time. He calls Harry Kane a loser. Like,
he does say a lot of dumb shit.
I can't listen to that. He says things like Haaland is just the same as Duncan Ferguson. I don't know who Duncan Ferguson is.
Everton, the Everton geezer.
Come on, man. Come on. I can't listen to this.
You're still. Let me tell you something, yeah? Man, them like Alex, yeah? I want to call agenda merchants. You know what I mean? They're the biggest waffle merchants in the game. That spew out their agendas and don't know the ball. Like saying, good football, and Mbappe is this, that, and the other, bro. Like statistics don't lie, man. And at the end of the day, math wins all the time, man.
Listen,
he has to
TJ,
adjust it, bro.
Minerals, TJ. Let me tell you where this all stems from, right?
Okay.
There's a lot of people on YouTube, Spurs fans, who are. It's not even delusional. It's a mental state of paralysis. They are mentally defunct, right? And when people like
cognitive
me,
dissonance, right?
Whatever the technical term is, right? When people like me tell them and say this, they cannot handle it. They cannot handle it. They just.
Oh, you mean reality?
They can't handle being challenged. They can't handle a proper challenge, right? We've got fans that hate Conte no matter what, hate the system 3-4-3, are obsessed with us playing with two in midfield because they don't believe it's good enough. They hate the fact we play with wing backs because they think the wing backs are shit, so we should never ever try playing with them. They hate the fact that Conte hasn't improved players when the players we've got are beyond improvement. They're god awful, some of them, right? Yet, when we win 4 games out of 5, clean sheets, playing 3-4-3, playing with 2 in midfield, playing with wing backs, doing all the things they hate, rather than saying, shit, it's actually worked here, hasn't it? They still try and attack it. So I said to Alex, dude.
I mean, you guys still are in 4th.
Steak. You got mad background noise, mate.
Sorry.
So I said to Alex, we've beaten West Ham 1-0 at home, 2-0, whatever it was. We've beaten Chelsea at home 2-0. We beat Man City 1-0. We've found a bit of form when everyone was saying it's a disaster. We're doing it without 2 midfielders out for the season, Basuma and Bentancur.
Exactly.
We're doing it with a wing back that we can't play because his legs have gone, Perisic. We're doing it with 2 of the shittest defenders this club's ever had in 20 years, playing every game at centre back. We're doing it with a player who has suddenly become not bad at defending, but still can't attack properly, Emerson. We're doing it without ever resting Kane because no one can score the goals that he's scoring for us at the moment. And even despite all of that, you're still fucking moaning. You will never celebrate it because your agenda against Conte, the system, rather than just saying, do you know what, let me just humble for a bit.
Exactly, you're spot on.
Your agenda
is spot on
than us celebrating victory, man. Like, fucking hell, dude.
Same with our fan base as well, bro.
So I said to all the channels today, I said, Alex, you're all in the fucking mud, all of you.
Exactly, they're mudded, bro.
All of you have got this agenda and you can't just humble yourself for 2 minutes. That's where me and Alex popped off. That's where Alex, because I said to Alex, listen, I love Alex to bits. I see him on match day. We have a drink. I take him home like we're friends, right?
Yeah.
And I've got nothing personal against you, TJ. Anytime anyone says anything about my name, I just go in.
I know. I know, and I respect that about you, by the way.
I'm at a point. I respect you too, bro. You came on the show. Like most people will not come on the show, by the way. Most people they'll hide, so I respect that.
Like Bald Geezer. Bald Geezer sitting in the chat right now, shitting on everybody on the panel. Well, not everybody, me and Stel. And the link is literally pinned to the top.
The link is right there.
Anytime.
If I can do it, anybody can do it.
But he's a Bald Geezer, so.
But I'm at a point now where I will not entertain any Spurs fan who just wants to shit on everything because they're right, everyone else is wrong when we're winning. When we're winning, it's insane. That mental, whatever Will called it.
Exactly.
It's not right, man.
Cognitive dissonance.
So, Stel, do you think?
Everyone said to me, "Oh, we need Graham Potter. He's better than Conte. He's a project manager." Graham Potter's falling apart. Everyone said to me, "Look at Eddie Howe. Look what he's doing at Newcastle. They're bottling top 4. They bottled a cup final. What? That's the guy I want at Tottenham. Like, put some respect on Conte's name.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Look what he's dealing with and what he's doing. And the answer is Eddie Howe and Graham Potter. It's ridiculous, man.
It's not just that, right?
Crazy, Will.
It's not just that, though, right? It's that, right? It's all of the people, all of the Tottenham fans who all forget that they were on their knees, right, sucking Graham Potter off all summer long. He's the best. He's the best. He's the best. Then when they all went Conte out, they're like, we need to get in a guy like Potter, a project manager, right? On their knees, right? With the cherry lube in hand and all, right?
Factual, absolutely clueless, mate. I tell you that.
And then they go on these whole things, right? With, oh, son, he scores when he comes off the bench, so we should do that all the time because it means he's going to score. And then when he doesn't, now it's like, oh, well, if it ain't broke, let's not fix it. Or dumb people to say, well, yeah, but Richarlison started 6 out of 7 matches where Richarlison starts, we've won. Yeah, because Son came off the bench and saved our ass.
No assists.
Every fucking time.
No assists,
Richarlison, no assists. No goals. 60
no,
million pounds that he can get in people's faces.
Is he one of the most disappointing signings that Spurs have had in a long time?
For 60 million, he's right up there with Ndombele, baby.
Only if you expected something, TJ. Only if you expected.
I expected something from him. He was a big shit deal at Everton, and he has just done.
I expected more than Spurs. Even Ndombele has scored and assisted more than Richarlison has.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It will.
So anybody making? Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
I just want to make this point, okay? So I went on Weird Tottenham TV, and I didn't like the Conte appointment. I still don't think Conte is right for this team because, number one, he expects to spend money, which is a marriage destined to fail, okay? Every time he doesn't get what he wants, he rattles the cage. The board don't like that, okay? It's going to fail. And number two is Conte is, how do I put this? He's married to a system.
He's a winner, mate. He's a winner, mate. He's got the minerals.
He's married to a system because it works.
It works.
He's got a stake.
He's landed the minerals ever he's been, mate.
I love Conte as a coach. I think he improves the players, but I don't think that he's fit for a team that doesn't have winning as a main agenda.
Facts, Michael, because
when people say we need a project manager, read between the lines, and what they're saying is we don't expect to win. Don't bring in a guy who fucking rattles the cage.
Facts, Mikey.
Right, like that's fine. If you don't expect to win, that's fine. I get the
saying. Every other interview, Conte's like, bro, I'm missing.
There's a difference. You've been very clear that what your expectations are, right? So when you posit your argument, there's a rationale there. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking guys like Percy, Sava, Sean. Well, maybe not Sean, because Sean doesn't expect to win either. But all of those guys who say the point of elite football is to win trophies, and then posit that we need a project manager who's not going to win his trophies. They're literally contradicting themselves.
Exactly,
You're
Will.
not contradicting yourself.
Exactly, Will, bro.
They are.
Will, that's what they call them wishy-washy. That's what they are. You know what I mean?
You see the difference though, Mike? Right? Like you haven't contradicted yourself.
Our fans want us to be like Man United by copying what Brighton do. Are you fucking nuts?
They're
you want to be
clueless.
like Man
They're a long way
United,
from
guess what?
Starbucks.
Copy what Man United do.
You have to spend the big bucks, innit? That's what I mean. Your fans are a long way from Starbucks, Hooters, McDonald's, everything, man.
If you want to feel what a Mercedes feels like to drive, you don't buy a Ford. You buy a Mercedes. Like our fans are so crap.
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this. The reason a lot of Spurs fans are rattled right now is because Arsenal's success isn't exactly bought. They haven't bought anybody worth anywhere near Richarlison. Nobody. So what I'm trying to say is they've scouted, they've recruited, they have a vision, they have a plan. And what a lot of Spurs fans like you and me are pissed off at is they're doing it right. And I don't need to have a Mercedes. I can have a Lexus. It drives perfectly fucking fine. And it's a beautiful car, and it fucking...
Yeah, but Mike, with all due respect, our fans forget what the first 2 years of that plan looked like. It was fucking ugly. And they forget that Arteta was shit for 2 years before it came good in the third year, and they haven't won anything yet in this third year.
Yeah, yet of note.
On top of that, the excuse I hear from all these people is give Graham Potter time. So why can't we give Conte time then?
Exactly. And Conte is the lead.
Excuse, contradictory, hypocrisy. It's too much, man.
Not that we don't want
TJ, that's why I called them all out, and I have a go at Alex because
fair enough.
Fair enough.
If Conte leaves, that's his choice then fine, he can go off into the sideline and do whatever. But I'm saying is if we push him out, right? They want, then that's different, right? We should be giving Conte time. We should be spending. If we spend half the money on the quality, not the dollar value, right? But the quality of player. Right? For example, Brian Hill isn't equal to Trossard or even Martinelli or right.
Even Modric.
True.
Right. Okay. Emerson isn't even the quality of Tomiyasu.
Jed Spence.
No, you know what? I'd say Emerson and Tomiyasu are a push.
No, I think
honestly, I think
Emerson Royale is the best wing back in the world.
Emerson in the last 4 games has been as good as Tomiyasu.
You go back more than 4 games, though. Everybody was shitting on Emerson Royale, so I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
You know what? I'm going to say this about Tomiyasu. That dude's injury prone.
Yeah, he is.
He is injury prone. I hear that from all my Arsenal homies.
Who? Tomiyasu?
Yeah, Tomiyasu's.
Yeah, he doesn't. Honestly, man. Like in my circles, anyway. Tommy doesn't even factor in. I've been off the Tommy train ever since he assisted KDB against City. So, yeah, I'm. But don't talk to me about Tomiyasu.
What I'm saying is Tomiyasu, even with all of the faults, I'm not even saying Tomiyasu is a great right back. What I am saying is even him not being great, he's better than Emerson on average.
On average, yeah.
Right? But it ain't hard, isn't it? You know what I mean?
That's like, the point, right?
You're basically comparing a Fiat to a Ferrari. You know what I mean? Comparing the two.
Yeah.
Right, we got Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro is a good signing, right? We got Kulusevski. We got Bentancur, who's now going to be out for a year. Kulusevski hasn't actually, had a lot of games this season either. Although Kulusevski's starting to look like he's getting his form back. He's been really bad since he came back from injury, but he had a decent performance today. I wouldn't say it was amazing, but it's looking.
Well, I think he got
better.
tired the last 30 minutes. He looked tired. He's not 100% fit, I can tell.
Man. Yeah, Kulu done all right, bro. He bullied Chilwell, bro. He landed the minerals, man.
Yeah, Chilwell was completely absent today. Like, I hadn't seen Chilwell be that beat up.
Injury prone, bro. You know what I mean? He got done like a kipper.
Emerson going forward is not the answer. I watched him today. His decision making, his crossing.
He's a right back. He's played it his entire life.
He's a right back. You're right. He's a right back. He's not a right. Ben Davies' crossing is always 5 seconds too late. He crosses the ball once the defenders have got back into position. It's like cross it early. Cross the fucking ball early.
You know what? I don't mind Ben Davies. I don't mind Ben Davies.
I also don't mind Ben Davies.
Like a little, just even a little.
So his shooting, like I think his position, Goguma. So Goguma asked, because her mic's a little bit low, I can maybe turn it up a little bit, but she asked, don't you think his going forward play has been a little bit better this season than normal? I think his positioning has improved. Like the fact that he cuts inside now has been better. His crossing is still just as bad as it has always been. Like his balls, like did you see his cross today when he sat there, he brings the ball in, and instead of crossing it right away, he stops, waits 3 seconds, then crosses it at about 5 yards behind the people who are actually in the box. That's the problem with Emerson, right? He did that again today. He ran down into the corner, stopped, then crossed the ball, but it was 5 yards, right? They're all sitting around the penalty spot, and it was towards the edge of the 18-yard box is where the ball ends up, right? That's not where our attackers are, right? So the problem with Emerson, that's his problem. Now, the little 1-2s and him getting into position right where he's cutting inside just to the, the D, near the D, and kind of picking up those loose balls into the box or making late runs into the box, that's gotten better, right? Because that really, that's more a tactical thing than a technical thing. So it's easier for him to improve on, right? One is just doing things you're told to do, and the other one requires you actually having ability, right? So tactical is always going to be easier to pick up than technical ability.
I felt like maybe his attacking, because I understand what Stelios is saying. I don't think he's like a natural winger like that, but I feel like he's gotten like a little better. But I do see like when he gets into the box or near there, like he kind of pauses a lot, and I think it's because maybe he's just not naturally used to that position, or
Guma, look at our 2 goals today. One comes from a poor clearance, and Oliver Skip presses high, wins the ball, and hits a worldie of a strike. So nothing to do with Emerson or Davies. The second goal, it's a brilliant cross from Son. Dyer flicks it on. Kane loses his marker and scores. Again, nothing to do with Emerson or Davies. Our wing backs who are supposed to create, they don't create anything. Once in a blue moon, like I think against West Ham, Davies passed to Emerson, but West Ham are one of the worst teams in the league. I mean, in general, they just don't create anything, and their job is to create in this system. So,
exactly, the wing backs are like the wingers.
You know what? Hold on.
You know what? For one, then when Poro starts to start, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know what's
be
going on
better.
with Poro. I don't know what's happened with Poro. Maybe he's not Premier League fit. I don't know.
I just think I think Emerson's been on too good of a form to be dropped yet.
I don't mind our
wing
backs playing more defensively. I don't. I think our wing backs playing too far forward and just playing one-dimensionally crossing is not the answer. And not to mention that Conte defense, those center backs need the wing backs to be defensively solid. So when people are saying Richarlison, his defensive metrics are better than Son's, are also ignoring the fact that he played every match with Davies on the left of him. And Davies is much better defensively than Perisic. So you have to figure where their positions are on the pitch as to, according to where they're moving forward. You know what I mean? So if you're going to compare average position, you're going to compare heat maps, you're going to compare touches, losing the ball, you're going to compare pressing as well. So I think that Davies on the left is a lot more defensively oriented, and he doesn't take up the same space. So I don't mind it as much. I really don't.
Yeah. We got some super chats, though. Got to catch up on. We got VJM here with $7 Canadian, which is like $2 US. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm not. Will Gray, okay. Appreciate your analysis. As a fellow statistician, also agree with Stel about Conte. Appreciate Juve. Appreciate where Juve is waiting. Big up, man. Thanks.
Juve lurking on him. You know what I mean? Stel, you're spot on, man. And the lads have been.
I think he ends up going back to Chelsea.
Minerals. We've had 15 managers in 22 years. Like, how many more managers are we going to shit on?
Exactly, bro. It's about stability, bro. Like, it's about stability, man. And when you give Conte the money, but again, will Inik back him? No. Again, it has to be on your fan base.
Arsenal, in 3 years of sacking Wenger, Unai Emery, Freddie Ljungberg, this guy, they said, you know what? This is stupid. Stop. Plan. One guy, patience, just back him. 22 years, we're still asking that question. 22 years, we are asking the same question. Arsenal answered in 3. Exactly. And the fans want to fucking shit on this. I can't take it, man.
They're wrong,
I can't
man.
take it.
Still, this is a
It's too
perfect.
much.
Still, bro.
It's crazy.
You're still. This is a description of those fans. They're what I call wrong'uns. You know what I mean?
Bring in Graham Potter. Okay.
Yeah, like
Bring him in. Okay.
like
Here's Eric Dyer. Here's
seriously,
Ben
guys,
Davies.
all those
Here's Sessegnon. Let's win the league.
yeah, like all those fucking project merchants. I'm so fucking like sick of it. And sorry for swearing, but like, come on, there is a seriously, all those guys that are so keen on having projects and whatever, right? They will be shitting on whoever is the manager next, like in 4 months, because we won't be winning the
100%.
games, right?
100%.
So, like, and I am also so pissed off with the argument that Conte is not a project manager. He's never been given a fucking chance to be a project manager, right? Because wherever he was, he always like I
winning,
know
mate. It's about
the
winning.
guy is
It was at Juve.
yeah, but the guy is prone to conflicts. I
Yeah,
understand
Goguma
that,
for the
right?
super sticker.
But if you give him a chance and if you actually listen to the guy, I think he can lead the project, right? That there is no argument for me in saying that we shouldn't give this guy a chance to actually try to rebuild this team, right? And to like imprint his vision on the team, right? Because you can start to see that this, even those shitty players like Dyer and Davis, they are starting to understand what Conte wants them to do, right? No, Mike. I don't mean that we should be keeping them. Fuck no, Dyer and Davis, they should be out in the summer, right? What I meant to say is that even those two can understand what Conte means, right? What Conte wants them to do, right? So if you give him the players that he wants, the profile of player that suits his system, then I seriously see no downside to it, right? And I'm so pissed off with listening to people saying like the same thing that Stel said, right? About project managers like Potter or Howe or whoever, right? If you want to end up 6th and be out of like the Europa League in quarterfinals, fine. Like, but then take it on the chin, survive those 3 to 4 years, right? That it will take for this team to gel.
Yeah, exactly, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have Conte now for like what is it, 1.5 years, nearly, right? 1.5 years. So give the guy time, give him another 1.5 year, and then judge.
He's the lead as well.
I'm not a project manager but I actually, we all read the news, right? We all know what's going on.
I also don't know what that means.
What happens is the reason why people are saying they don't think Conte is the guy is because Conte is not willing to commit his long-term future to Spurs, meaning that it's hard to recruit, it's hard to plan. And if you don't have a contract settled, you don't know who your leadership is going to be, you can't buy players, you can't train the academy. Like there is no direction. So what I'm trying to say is I want to be married to Conte, right? But one, it's a short deal, right? It's 18 months at a time. It's like living quarter mile at a time. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going to come up in the next quarter mile. And the second part is the reason he keeps those contracts short is to, exert maximum pressure on the board. You know what I mean? And so it's a double-edged sword. You have to take the pressure on the board, but you also take into account you don't know your future. So
as long as you have Levy in there, you're not going to be married to anybody.
Exactly. And Levy is the problem. He's the biggest wrong-un in the game. He's the kingpin brown envelope.
I would love for Conte to be here for a long time.
That's what I meant, right? I would love for Conte to stay, right? I completely get like the argument of not being like secure in your future with him, right? Because he's not the guy to commit to a long time contract, or maybe he's never been given a chance to commit to it. I don't know what his contract situation was at Juventus, right?
No,
but I
he's
guess
always kept him short. Always.
Okay, so
no, that's not necessarily true, right? He was at Juventus for a while, right? Like 4 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he was for Italy. That's always a short one. It's a cycle usually, right?
Yeah.
Then he went to Chelsea. Got sacked, right?
Yeah,
because
then
Abramovich sacked everybody. He was actually he was at Chelsea probably as long or longer than most of the managers.
Unfairly sacked. Yeah.
He sued them and won.
Sued them and won. Right.
£22 million.
And then he left Inter because after going there and doing it for 2 years, the owner said he was going to sell all of his good players, and so he was out. Right. Now, coming to Tottenham, if Daniel Levy, right, like as Conte said, he's already said that he wants to stay. He likes being here, right? He loves coaching in the Premier League, right? All he expects is, two players, two 50 or 60 million players per window. That's not unreasonable. But what does Levy continue to do? All right, buy bags full of junk, throw it at his feet, and say, right, now go do what I want you to do anyway, right? Like if I had a boss that did that to me, I'd fucking leave too, right? Like I wouldn't stick around. If my boss, comes at me with, two angle irons and a socket wrench and said, build me a car from the ground up, I'd be like, what the fuck, Chuck? At least get me, a kit of tools from CVS or something, right?
Exactly. Facts, mate. 2 steps forward and like a couple of steps back, man. And again, and your fan base allows this to happen. I mean, because there's some people out there that feed into the unique narratives. And that's why those fans are part of the problem. That's why, because they're in the payroll. You know what I mean? They're part of the brand envelopes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant, right? Some about the project fans, right? I said myself that I want a plan for this club. Like whatever it is, I want some sort of a plan, right? To get myself behind something and to believe in something, right? But the issue is that instead of if they want a project manager, and they should direct the blame on the ownership and on people making decisions, right? Because those are the people that do not allow such situation to happen, right? Instead of blaming Levy, Inik, ownership, whatever, right? They turn their back on the Conte's back, right? And they try blaming Conte that he's not a project manager without giving the guy a chance and without realizing that maybe he could be a project manager if he was given a chance, right?
Exactly.
But it's
and
never
he's
going
elite.
to happen at this club, right? So
and facts, you shouldn't get rid of the elites, man. You should let the people who are experts in the game do their job.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So I should also point. Hey, Mike Mineral. I'm also going to say this. Conte himself does not view himself as a project manager. The words that come out of his mouth are, "I like winning.
Yeah,
I'm
but hold
gonna
on,
do everything I can to win."
Hold on.
yeah, but he also said
hold on. He said patience takes time. Right? It's going to take 3 to 4 windows. That's the talk of a project manager.
Hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because that's the reality of the situation he's in doesn't mean that's what he wants to be.
Yeah, man.
Right. He says he's happy here. He says he wants to stay.
Yeah, if he didn't want to participate in it, then he wouldn't be talking
He would
about
walk.
it, right?
Yeah, man.
He
Big up,
would
lads. Yeah,
either
I
walk
got a
or
dip,
just
man.
say-
Up the minerals. Let's have it
Mike,
right.
when you're explaining the realities of
Big up, man. Big up, Will, man. Thanks for the
press about your
chance
job.
to come on. Thank you. Big
Thanks,
up, Star,
Minerals.
man. Up the minerals. Let's have it right. Keep mudding the haters, the wrong uns, the brand envelopes.
That's right. I'm all about that. Don't worry about that, man. I got minerals. I'll call them out till I'm purple.
I don't understand how we've won a game of football today against a team we never beat. We finally beat them in our new stadium, and rather than us celebrating it, the narrative of conversation in the fan base is
fuck's sake.
still a problem with the team and Conte. It beggars belief, man. We're not allowed to be happy. Today, I'm like, fuck it, we beat Chelsea, man. We beat the Red Boys. Fucking get the fuck out of here, man. Right? But no, Conte, Emerson. Oh my god.
But people act seriously, it's not only it's funny as banter, right? To stay Stellini, is 4-0, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Conte's not fucking making the choices. Conte's not picking the team. Stellini has literally come out of every press conference and said Conte's making the choices, just doing what he told me to do. He's even texting me when to make the substitutes.
Exactly.
How many times does a motherfucker have to say Conte's the one making the choices before people out there stop being absolutely just blinded bell ends?
Brain dead.
Will,
that I can't get.
I
We
think
got Mr.
people
M.
are just okay.
Well, Mr. M's cussing me out in the comments because I didn't read his £2 super chat. Boys, Chelsea just spent 60 million. They ain't winning.
600.
Are they?
600 million.
600 million. Yeah.
Graham Potter.
They're definitely not, but that's because of Graham Potter. And because, like I said, he's a fraud. And I've been saying he's a fraud since last year.
Do you think if you put Conte in charge of that, they'd be winning?
100% they'd be winning.
If you gave 600 million to Conte with our team, he would win the league.
Yep.
I have no fucking doubt about it. Like,
you'd be up there.
I think people are just addicted to Poch. Like something about Poch people are just addicted to. Like that's the only reason.
Not Poch.
Why? No,
so like reason why people want Conte out.
So yeah, if this is KCW, $5 here from KCW, big up KCW. If Son continues to get benched this season, he will leave. He's told the media he's not happy about being benched. He almost left under Poch.
Do you know what, guys? I
hope he does leave.
Me too.
When I was studying, I went to a few universities for my degrees and whatever I did. But I really liked a place on the south coast of England called Brighton. Right, I had a great time living in Brighton. Trump University. Brighton is such a cool city. No, not Trump University. And yeah, make Tottenham great again.
Oh my God!
I went to, and I loved it. I had a great time. But that period of my life, I was young. I could drink, I could smoke, I could party, I could sleep, no sleep. It was great. And I met loads of other people the same. But I came back to London after, and I kind of missed Brighton. Or did I miss uni? Or was it that I hadn't grown up and prepared for the working life? Whatever it was. But I ended up going back to Brighton. And do you know what? It wasn't as good. And it's because that phase of my life had changed. I was trying to find the old phase. It's the same with Poch. I feel if he comes back, fans are trying to find that phase that we loved. Football's moved on. United are better. Arsenal are better. City are on another level. Newcastle have got more money. That phase is going to be different. And this is what scares me about people that say bring back Poch or project manager. I'm like, guys, like we need to change as a club. Like you got to change the way you think. Our mentality as a fan base has to change. We can't, try and find past emotions and past feelings. We need to move on, man. That time was then. We've got a different time now. I don't know if I explained that good.
No, you did. It's about going back. It's like going back to an abusive relationship because you thought it was good at the time, but it wasn't. I mean, it was still mediocre. You guys still didn't win anything, right? So it's one of those things where. Go ahead. Sorry,
TJ. As a Spurs fan, right? To be involved in a title race and a potential Champions League win is unthinkable as a Spurs fan. Mm-hmm. So the one guy that gave us that was Poch. That doesn't mean no other manager can give that to us with the right planning, the right thinking. But to think the only solution is we've got to go back to that when football has moved on. I don't know, man. I love Poch, but I think if he comes back, it's going to be a disaster.
You know what?
Give him context.
You know what, Stel? I heard talk that if Conte's out, that they want to bring in Spalletti from Napoli. I would fucking love that.
Yeah, like why not?
Dude, Napoli have taken advantage of all the other teams falling off. The competition in this country is much different. We didn't want to sign that Paravisca, whatever his name is. He looks fucking brilliant at Napoli. We could have bought him. We could have got him, but we're like, no. He's gone to Napoli. He looks fantastic. What a player. What a player he is.
And Kim, throw that dude in there too.
Yeah. Like,
instead, we want to get Perisic on a free.
Like the thing with the guys like Kvaratskhelia and Kim Min-jae and whatever, right? I think if we signed them, they would be immediately labeled as another Levy signing or whatever, right? Because we would have brought them in for 5 million or whatever it was, right? And people would have their agendas again. Like, I think people like that are the type of a player that you just strike the goal once with them, right? You just hit the jackpot, right? And you have to be lucky with it, and fans have to trust it, right?
Mike, Sonny recommended Kim twice.
Yeah,
Not once.
I know
twice,
he did,
over
but
4
still,
windows.
yeah, people would still have their agenda, right? Because it wasn't a shiny 50 million center back signing. It would have been a 10 million Korean guy, right? And they would immediately spin their agendas about, another Levy signing. Why are we listening to the players, recommending other players? Why aren't we scouting them? Whatever. Arguments always find themselves. If you are hell bent on something, like, arguments will always be there, right? So.
Everybody's quiet.
Steak.
Because they know what's about to happen. If you think Richarlison deserves to start, you better hide now. If you believe the Son Men's overall game has been shit this season, you better hide now. Because the Dark Knight is here to send all you jokers back to the insane asylum. Everybody in the comments, show your love for C to the double C cubed. I guess it would be triple if it's cubed, technically.
What an intro.
C cubed.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Hey everybody, I came on to shit on Stell's happiness. I'm here to take all of the happiness away.
I thought you were going to say chest for a second.
Yeah, fuck you, Stell, piss off.
I got excited.
Oh yeah.
You said, everybody, why can't you just let us be happy? And I'm like, I agree with you.
Oh,
and
yeah, okay.
I'm ready to take away everybody's happiness because I'm not that happy. I'm happy we won.
I wasn't that happy.
I'm not that happy.
What'll make you happy? Tell us what'll make you happy.
A new some fans that aren't fucking stupid.
No, okay.
Which is
plenty
probably
of them
never
everywhere.
possible. Some new
Wrong place to
owners.
search for them.
Yep.
Some fucking owners. Some people to stop hating on Son. Some people to stop being stupid about Conte and saying that we should be having Stellini as our manager just because he's been in the
Shots
dugout.
fired.
We've been winning some games, or that we should have Poch back. People being stupid and calling Emerson Cafu now. People being stupid and saying that Dyer needs to get a testimonial and he needs to sign an extended contract. People being fucking stupid and months ago saying that, Romero was faking injuries and now he's a fucking hero. A lot of stupid ass people. They have completely sucked me dry of all happiness that I have for Spurs.
That's what she said.
And now even when we
Oh,
when we win,
Oh, yeah.
even when we win, even when Sonny has scored the West Ham game, I can't even be happy. So all of you can't be happy either.
Big up. I agree. I don't know why I've been a little bit catty today, but I have. But we got him here. He's in the car. I hope he doesn't get into a wreck. You know him, you love him from Spurssuasion TV. Big up to Eugene.
No, not in the car.
Hi, Eugene.
Hi,
Eugene.
I'm in the car. I'm in bed. That's why you don't see me. Hi, everyone. Big up. Yeah. Yes. We won. Right.
Steak.
It's a good day. We beat Chelsea at last. At last, we beat Chelsea. Right. So at least we can enjoy this week, right? Right.
No!
The next game that comes around.
How dare you celebrate?
be stupid.
I've never seen a fan base so bummed out about a win. Holy shit.
Like that's
Guys, come on.
so fucked. Like
It's gonna be you guys are in okay, so look at the table, right? You guys are in
actually
fourth.
slapped Chelsea today. Like,
Yeah, you guys beat Chelsea. You shook it off. I didn't
Be
give you guys a
happy.
chance. Be happy. You did it.
Happy.
Yeah, but guys,
No.
don't worry. Don't worry.
No.
We'll screw up.
Get
we'll,
the
we'll
Emerson
screw up-
Ralph
we'll-
players.
We'll screw up against Sheffield United. Man. Just don't worry. We'll surely screw up against Sheffield United. That's how I see it. All right, that's how I see it. Yeah.
Hey TJ, imagine you're the one in high school who gets dunked on by two bigger dudes all the time, and you see
That was me in high school.
and you see one of them always killing it, and you finally get one over on him, but you see the other guy fucking killing it right now, and you're just like, fuck. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
It's a good.
You got 3 of those guys right now, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah, you're the beat up little brother. Like I get it. Like but you know, you guys are squarely in the top 4, in my top 4 for the end of the season. So I just don't get it. You know, the only thing that I think is the barrier for you guys is Levy actually backing Conte and actually giving him the tools,
Why
right?
don't we be
Because he's not
ultra
doing it.
negative, right? Let's be ultra negative and say that Manchester United won the cup in the first time with Ten Hag there, right? We could have won a cup with Jose Mourinho there, and what did we do? Nothing.
Well, we sacked.
Got to
him
give
a week
Man United
before.
their
That's what we
flowers,
do.
unfortunately.
We sacked him a week before. But I got the super chat here. Adrian Chop. Who does Levy's performance appraisal? Fans, I don't get what that means.
Who appraises Levy? No one, right? Only God's appraisal. Only God.
Performance appraisals. I got you. Got you.
Levy appraises Levy.
Nope. Levy appraises Levy, or maybe Joe Lewis.
Nah, you can maybe Joe Lewis. I don't think Joe Lewis doesn't care.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Go to sleep, Snell.
I'm right. I'm awake at the moment.
Yeah, Snell's always awake in these weird times of days, right? I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's normal time.
But I'm gonna bring in the next guy. And I'm gonna pick myself out to bring him in.
Will. I'm jumping off, so no need to take yourself out. So
Okay, Michael. Take care.
Bye, Michael.
yeah, like
Bye.
guys,
Have a good day.
guys.
Have a good one, Michael. Good to meet you, man.
I want to take a break though, Michael.
Sorry, Will. But it's really late here, and I'm getting kind of sleepy, right? So yeah, all I wanted to say is, as you guys said, just be fucking happy we won against Chelsea. So, like, fuck the blue scum, you know.
Well, I'm
like,
happy.
Hold that, right, and all that stuff, you know. Like, just but I'm talking like in general. Just be happy about it, right? We won against Chelsea. Good times ahead. That's all, right? So yeah, just enjoy it the same way we enjoyed it against West Ham and other teams. Right? Just enjoy it. Yeah. See you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. Yep, have a good
Hey, Michael.
Good night.
Good night, Michael.
Night, Michael. And when one goes out, another one comes in.
Oh,
Can I
yeah.
just
No,
say-
fraud. Fraud is coming on.
Jay's so proud.
Yeah, here he is.
Positive Dan is coming
Here
on.
he is.
But
And another
with
one.
fraud-
Another one. Harry Kane's a loser. Here he comes. Harry Kane's a loser. That's what he's going to say. Harry Kane's a loser.
Positive
Everybody out there, give your hands up for Mini Flewers. Richarlison, the only person, the number one and only person in the Richarlison fan club. The guy who says that he loves Heung-min Son but shits on him every single day.
All the way from England.
All the way from England via Miami.
You mean Miami, England? Away from Miami, England.
Dan. Little Flewers THFC.
Flowers.
What is this song? Why are you not playing God Save the Queen? Or in this case,
that's right. I
King.
should change it.
now.
That's a good idea. That is a great idea.
Get with the program, Will.
You'll probably get copyrighted.
No, God Save the Queen isn't. You can't copyright it. It's a national.
Tommy
anthem.
Fury won tonight from the UK. Come on.
By the way, Will,
This guy. You are a disgrace to America. Do you know that? You're an absolute disgrace to the United States of America, Dan. Who's that guy? Who's that guy from WikiLeaks that broke all the rules and he got kicked out?
Julian Assange.
Julian Assange. You are the Julian Assange of youth.
Oh my
Only
god!
because Julian Assange is British, right?
I'm the Sol Campbell.
I thought he was like Swedish or something like that.
Not even Sol Campbell. You are what's the American guy that did it and lives in Russia right now?
Dan Campbell. Let's call him Dan Campbell.
No.
Ed Snowden.
Ed Snowden.
That's the
Edward
guy.
Snowden.
Ed Snowden.
The Benedict Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's just end this now. Harry Kane's a
Dan
loser,
Snowden.
not a winner.
Dan Snowden.
Whoa.
Dan Snowden.
You need to be extradited, man. Get him out of here. Deport him.
I would happily be deported.
You'd be tried for treason.
Listen to this guy.
Please,
Listen to this guy.
please,
We got
please
one
take me
more.
to
I
my
get to take a
hometown.
break. I get to take a break because this guy wants to come in as well. He used to be the most delusional Canadian I never met, but he's lost that title. He's no longer delusional. He's actually making. See, this is what happens the longer you hang around on WillStewartTHFCRants, the more logical and rational you become. Everybody in the comments, show your love. But Dietrich Kane, gotta pull myself out before I can bring him in. See ya.
What song is that too?
Yeah, I used to have
a different song.
I used to have the Islamophobia song.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was great.
The Islamophobia song. Oh my days, this guy is taking it.
Say it again. Say it again, Dan. Say it in front of Dietrich. What was it that you were saying about Harry Kane?
Harry Kane's a loser because he's not a winner.
And you rate James Ward-Prowse.
You're so lucky.
TJ, be honest, right? Be honest. We are the most degenerate fan base at Tottenham, innit? We're proper degenerate fan base.
I can't stand Arsenal's fan base either, though. So
And look, TJ.
There's stupid people everywhere.
We've got Gal.
Oh, dude, I can't stand that guy either. Okay, look, and I'm not going to talk shit on him because that's not fair. I've never met him, and I'm new to this YouTube thing. I'm not going to lie, but in terms of delusion, Arsenal's right up there. Arsenal fan base is right up there. So,
TJ,
go ahead, Dan.
One question, real quick. What's it called when you're not a winner?
The Arsenal fan base has got more ambition than our fan base, right?
Wait, 1 second.
Depends on who you ask. Depends on how you define ambition, and Dan, it depends on how you define a winner. Right?
What do you mean? It's just, there's no definition of a winner. It's just winning.
To be fair, Kane is a winner of Golden Boots.
He was supposed to win the Euros, but then when you have idiots like Rashford and Saka that miss their penalties, then you call him a loser. Where's the logic?
Hey, go easy on Saka. Go easy. Easy now.
And then we go on the League Cup final when we sack our manager. Then you call him a loser. Where's the logic? I don't get you. With you.
Okay, it's really harsh. It's really harsh.
One of the worst strikers in the Premier League that you have on your background.
Oh wow!
0 goals.
Wow!
He is the worst player.
That's very interesting, Dietrich. Because I've just heard you say something very interesting. Our worst striker. Wow, that's very interesting. Because how many appearances do you have as striker?
And he has 0 goals in every game he played.
And look, that's so interesting. The same amount of appearances he has as striker is the same amount of goals.
Dan, what's your definition? What's your definition of a winner?
Somebody that wins a trophy. It's not that.
Okay. Difficult. All right. No, I just wanted to make sure.
So you
told me that Harry Maguire is a winner? He just won the
League Cup. There's a difference between a winner and a person that actually.
He just won the League Cup.
What about
you actually have to do something. You actually have to do something. How many minutes did he play in the League Cup?
And Choupo-Moting won the Champions League with Bayern, and he's a
And I've got the definition here, right? So a winner is
No.
a person or thing that wins something. Harry Kane's won 3 golden boots. Wait, there's more. There's more.
Whippy.
A winner is someone that scores a goal or a shot that wins a match or a point. He's done that. So, by the definition
Where's
of winner,
that definition from? Google had that definition?
English dictionary.
English dictionary.
Are you saying that you're
country
struggling
you're from.
with
I need Will's
English
XG on that.
The country you're from. The country
I'm
you
gonna need
live
the link to that
English
because that is rather specific. That is very rather specific.
Well, you want to be English.
Doesn't
Can't pick and
matter.
choose what part of England you like, what part of English culture you like.
Well, the food
No,
is
it's-
terrible.
apparently he can because he already picks what part of Spurs
And
culture and American culture he likes and
Bro,
leaves the
it's not
rest.
something that it's not something that's up for debate. If he hasn't won a trophy, he's not a winner, and it doesn't
You're
change the
making
fact
up
he's a
definitions of
world-class
winner.
striker.
You're making up
Bro,
definitions
that is
of
the
winner.
definition of Terry Flowers.
Yeah, and you're
He's
turning.
a
I
Louis
like
Flowers.
Terry Flowers culture.
That's his definition of winner.
It's a definition of somebody with chromosomes functioning inside of their heads.
Hey Dan, is Sonny a
Oh,
winner?
who have you copied that off of? Which fraud on that channel have you taken that from, man? My
Is Sonny
God.
a winner, Dan?
What?
Is Sonny a winner?
Well, yes, because he won the Asian Games, I think.
Yeah, 2018 Asian Games.
Dude.
So you're gonna classify Sonny as a winner, but Kane as a loser?
Yeah, because Kane hasn't won anything. It's
Yeah,
not
okay,
something
he's
that.
won the Audi Cup. He's won the Audi Cup.
Dan, why'd you have a Richarlison background as well? He hasn't won anything
won
as
that
well.
cup at the beginning of the season.
Because I'm the only one that had the
lost
He won the
season.
Audi Cup. He's a
He
winner.
won the tour. He won the tour
Oh
cup.
yeah.
He won the
All right,
out.
all
That's
right,
true.
all right, all right. Hey,
The Walter
Harry Kane
Memorial
scored.
Cup.
Harry Kane
Yeah,
scored
the Walter-
a 60-yard long-range winning goal against Juventus to lift the Audi Cup. He's a winner.
all right, Dan, all right, Dietrich. What
First of all, I wasn't even in the final.
He didn't even play in that game. It's against Bayern.
What the hell?
Here it comes.
Yeah, that's my son.
Islamophobia is
This is the original Dietrich Kane intro.
This is ominous.
What is that?
The
Oh,
original
by the way,
Dietrich
Dan,
Kane
I wanted
intro.
to ask you this. How did you find Richie playing? Because I think he was shit once again. How did you
Oh,
find
No, hold
I
on. No,
think
but he gasses up Richie and James Ward-Prowse, and both of those,
They're
are they
relegation
winners? Are they
teams.
winners? What have they won? What has James Ward-Prowse won? What has he won?
Nothing.
Fraud trophy
You
of the
know-
month.
So he's a loser.
Wait,
Loser.
yes, he is.
Hey Dan,
Yes, he
you
is.
know what we call you, man?
Okay, by the way,
Italian.
for the record, last night
Oh,
Dan on his
my
stream
God.
that he would rather Richie doesn't start, but he would prefer Dan Yuma over Richie even. He said
Yes.
that last night on his stream.
So you know what? I'm gonna say this. I haven't
eye-opening.
enough of Dan Juma to shit on him yet. So
Exactly. No, but listen. Danjuma was a winger, Richarlison the striker. I don't want Richarlison to continuously play on the wing. I want Danjuma to play on the wing because that's his best position. Richarlison's best position is that
Oh, he's
striker,
not a winger.
number 9. Until he plays there,
so-
how is he not a winger? That's his.
Danjuma, we proved you last time he's not a winger. He's a center forward in a 4-4-2.
He,
He's not a
Dan,
winger.
the way that's
Dan,
working,
is
like,
Richarlison
a winner?
4-2-1, right?
Is
So
No,
Richarlison a winner?
Has he won anything?
Is he a winner? I'm asking you a question. Is Richarlison a winner?
He actually won. He won the Olympic gold medal with Brazil.
Okay, so then yes, he's a winner.
Okay, and Kane's not a winner. He's a loser, right?
He's a loser. It's
So,
not that
so,
hard
so
to
should we
find.
drop
didn't
Kane?
Brian Gill
So
win
should we drop
the
Kane for
medal?
the rest of the season and start
So,
the winner?
We've had this conversation like hours ago, and I just told
Dan,
you that
have
just
you been-
because being a winner and a loser doesn't make him a better player.
But why? Winners win trophies. Losers don't win anything.
It's just a concept. It's literally like color. If you see something,
Concept. No. Do you know what a concept means?
yes, a concept is a.
It means
like-
it's not real.
Concept.
It's not real.
You know what's a concept, Dan? You being English. That's a concept.
hey,
A
that,
concept is an idea.
he identifies
Exactly,
as
it's not
English.
real.
He identifies as English.
An idea is not real. It's just something that plucks into your head.
What is
I
this?
identify as Dietrich Steak.
Dan, do you consider Lloris a winner?
Yes, he's won the World Cup.
Yeah,
That's not even a question.
no, but that's my issue. What some people win trophies on a big team like France. Kane hasn't been lucky in his life. England,
So
they
we can
don't
call
help
him
him.
Dietrich. We can call him an unlucky loser, but he's still a loser.
He's not
Bro,
a loser. He's a-
Sissoko's won a
Is
World
Phil
Cup.
Jones a winner?
Has he
Yes.
won anything?
Okay.
One
the
Prem.
Prem.
All right. Okay. And what did he do?
Nothing.
That's the thing. You have,
Okay,
you have to
thank you.
contribute.
Okay.
You have to contribute.
He rode coattails.
You have to
So-
contribute at the same time. You can't just sit on the bench all game like Danny Sturridge won a
That's talking
Champions
about
League.
Danny.
Now,
I
he's
mean,
not-
as much as I'm enjoying watching the Spurs fan base rip each other apart, Dan, I think you're wrong on this one, man.
there's no
Sorry.
wrong or right. It's literally a fact.
Then what are you
There's
talking
no-
about, man?
Your
There's no
definition
opinion
is
here.
winning trophies. They won trophies, but then you said they're not.
I
winners.
want
What's
to
the
know
logic?
who's put these ideas into your head.
It's
Who
there.
the
Terry
hell have you
Flowers.
been listening to?
Terry.
Is this Terry? Is this Terry?
Hey, Dan, I just want to say,
Terry Flowers.
You're allowed to have your own
Last
opinions on this thing, by the way.
Spurs.
No, I can't have my own opinions anywhere. I go on Henry White, I get called Andrew Tate. I come on here, I get called Terry Felix. I go on somewhere else, I get called Estelle Close.
Because you're a
I can't go
fraud.
anywhere.
You're a fraud.
These are my opinions. Since when did I become the Andrew Tate kid? Like,
Hey,
I
Dan,
don't know.
it's okay to have opinions, but just realize that if most people call your opinions wrong, you can't just be butthurt and blame everybody else.
This is not an opinion. This is a fact.
It's not a fact.
It's like looking at grass. It's like looking at grass and saying grass is
Harry
blue.
Kane won the
Crazy.
Audi Cup. Dan, he won the Audi Cup.
Dan, you don't. Dan, I hate to say this, dude, but you're not. You don't get to make the rules of who's right and wrong. So,
But this is not.
the
This is like,
sooner you realize that, the sooner we'll all just get along.
what color is this pencil?
No, hold on, Dan.
Wait,
You're
no,
talking about a
color is
fact.
this
Hold
pencil?
on. It is a fact that Harry Kane is a winner. And the reason why it's a fact is because he has won things. He has won trophies, and the trophy that he's won is a golden boot in the Prem, a golden
assist.
boot in the World Cup. He has
Full-time.
won trophies.
C-cubed, and I guarantee you
And
all
so,
those trophies.
so that
all
is the
these-
definition. No, you're talking about
They're not
facts. That
trophies.
is a definition
trophies.
of a winner,
They're not
as
trophies.
Stell has already
They're not
listed out.
trophies.
What you're doing,
They're not
what you're
trophies.
doing,
They're not
is not
trophies.
a fact.
They're not
What you're doing
trophies.
is an
They're not
asterisk.
trophies.
You're
Dan, what's
putting
the XG of that
asterisk
pencil?
on the
They're not
definition.
trophies. They're not trophies. They're individual awards.
Individual awards are trophies.
wait,
What's
no,
the
wait,
definition
They're
of a
not
trophy?
trophies. They're not
Look up the
trophies.
definition of a
That-
trophy
that-
on the
that-
internet.
that-
Just
You
you're
know
doing
what
what you're
you
doing is you're
man.
putting an asterisk on the definition. And
Dan,
you
Dan.
you can say
CQ.
that that's what it is to you, but you can't say it's a fact. You can
CQ.
say to me he is
CQ.
a loser. You can say that.
If you went to Harry Kane right now and asked him, would you trade all of those individual awards?
LA
for-
Ian, the
But
Richie
what is-
debate is dead.
We do it right now.
But what does that have to do? What does that have to do with any of this? You can say I think that he is a loser. That's fine, but it is not a
There's no
fact.
thinking to
That
be
is
done here.
literally not a fact.
There's
You are
no
putting
thinking.
asterisk.
There's
if
no
you-
thinking to be done
Dan,
here.
Dan.
This
If
is
you
a
use-
white pencil, then nobody can come on the stream and tell me that it's green. It's
not.
white.
Dan,
He
Dan,
hasn't won a
not-
trophy.
I think it's called the XG
No, no,
of
wait, 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 wait.
0.69.
Can I ask him a question? Can I ask him a question?
One at a time, you mother
Dan.
fluffers.
Do you consider Usain Bolt a winner? Yes or no?
Did he win the Olympics?
Okay, but that's individual awards. That's the same thing with Kane.
That's a completely different sport.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So the word winner.
Oh,
So the word
the
winner.
sport is
Dan, the
team
word winner
trophies.
only applies to football. Then, not other sports.
It applies to the sport that has individual sports and team sports. If you're talking about futsal,
So you can't be a winner unless you're in a team sport.
no.
So if you win the US Open at golf, you're not a winner because it's not a team game.
Exactly. It doesn't
Do
make
you know how much
sense.
shit you're talking right now? Like,
Terry level.
spelling shit.
Last word of
You're
Dan.
literally manipulating what is actually factual. You're manipulating it for your narrative, Dan, and you are putting an asterisk around the definition
My guy,
of what
there's
a winner
no,
is.
there's no asterisk. It's just
You're,
a fact.
you're talking how Eric Dyer plays.
Hey, Dan, I just want to.
I love you to bits, but this is ridiculous.
I'm glad
It's
that you
not-
have your
it's-
opinion. I'm glad that you're
Bro.
trying to defend your opinion, but I hate to say this, bro.
But get the fuck out of here.
Nobody cares.
Get the
Nobody
fuck
cares.
outta here.
I know nobody cares, but when people say he's a winner, how the hell is he a winner if he's never won anything?
He's won games, Dan.
I'm also gonna say this: nobody fucking asked.
Has he or has he not won games, Dan?
He's won the State Cup.
Nobody asked.
Has he or has he not won individual awards, Dan?
He eats steak bakes.
My issue with Dan, Stel just read the definition of a winner, but then Dan manipulates the definition to his own opinion and narrative.
Yeah, it's called confirmation bias. Right?
Yeah, it makes no. That's the same thing that Terry does. He says Kane is not a winner because he doesn't win a trophy with his club or country.
Yeah, he's not a team winner.
Come back, Dan. We love you and all your delusion.
He's not a team winner.
Nah, get the fuck out of here, man.
Delusional Dan. We love you. It's okay.
Can't go yet, Dan. I'm working on like photoshopping your head on a mini me and Terry's head on a Dr. Evil.
Listen, Dan. I tell you what. Do you know, to answer your question?
You guys are so deluded.
Dan. Judge, Dan, you know your question. Dan, answer your question. When Harry Kane retires, when he retires, then judge him.
Bro, that's literally what I've been saying for the last 5 streams that I've been debating this topic.
You haven't. You're coming around saying he's a loser now. Right now, he's a loser.
Yes, right now he's a loser.
Dan, what happened?
Dan, let me ask you.
Dan, what happened? Yeah.
Oh my
Dan,
you used to rate Kane.
Bro, how the hell does this have to do with my opinion on Harry Kane?
I wish I gave you a hug when you came to England. I wish I gave you a hug. I fucked it.
My guy, we did.
But that
I wish I hugged you harder.
That would be child molesting.
What is going on right now?
Shut up with your Islamophobia shit.
Hey Dan, God bless you, man.
Bro. But I've got to run in a bit.
Yeah, you got.
I've got to run in a bit.
Dan, look, I get what you're trying to say. I get what you're trying to say, but just sometimes there's certain players where there's an exception to the general rule. Like Kane, everyone knows the guy's not a loser because he tried to. We know if he goes to any club in the top 6, he's winning trophies. We know it. The fact he stayed loyal, the fact that he wouldn't sell him when he wanted to leave because no one gave the price that the club wanted. It's not his fault that this has happened to some degree.
But it's not his fault, and I get that. It's not his fault, and I get that. But at the same time, if he were to leave and he went somewhere else, then he's a winner.
Yeah, but he's not a loser because of a lack of trying. Like, he's given everything he can fucking give. Like, he can't give any more. He's given everything he can for the situations he's in. At the end of the day, he needs a move away from Spurs, or Spurs need to start matching his ambitions. But to call him a loser, I think is so harsh, man. And
it's harsh, but it's the truth. The truth hurts.
And wrong.
And it hurts for me to say it as well.
And
that is such a what's his name, Alex phrase.
That's why.
Yeah, by the way, Dan, have you been hanging out with him?
Don't know, get to know.
All of you guys. But listen, this is the king of the truth and the king of the entertainment.
But Dan, I have a question.
Professor
of entertainment and truth.
All of you guys sit down and listen.
Professional delusional.
But then I have a question for you. If you call Kane a loser, why do you defend Richie? That's my question. Why do you defend?
Because he hasn't played at striker. And I think that you guys don't understand his role.
That's not a reasonable definition because what's his name? Bergwijn is a left winger, played right wing, and scored many goals for us, which makes no sense.
And I defended him.
Sorry, Stel, go on.
No, you go.
Wait, yeah, I've got to run. I've got to run real quick. Big up to everybody.
Before you go, I just want to say that actually, you can ask everybody here. Most of the strikers actually they started their careers as wingers. You can look at Cristiano Ronaldo. You can look at Messi. You can look at Mbappe even. They all started their career as wingers, and then only after that you actually go in and play as a number 9. Hardly, I think, any striker straight away go in as a number 9.
But Ronaldo was different because he got a knee injury that had to force him to play striker because he couldn't do all the dribbling and running anymore at a certain age.
Dan, can I ask you a question? Right, we spent £60 million on Richarlison, right? Do you think we spent £60 million? Now, hear me out. Do you think we spend £60 million on him to play as a number 9 instead of Kane? Or do you think we spent £60 million on him because he's versatile and he can play across the front three?
I think he's versatile, but you can't expect him to give the best version of himself in the position.
Okay, but if he's versatile, that means he can perform at a higher level than what we're seeing from him right now. So to defend it is a bit how we spent a lot of money on a player that can only do one thing, and that's it. Doesn't make sense.
He can play on the wing, but he's not as good as he can be if he plays at striker.
He does nothing there. He doesn't create. He doesn't score. He does nothing.
He does nothing as striker. Did you watch the World Cup?
He scored 0 goals, my guy.
He has Neymar and Vinicius next to him.
He scored a bicycle kick in the World Cup.
Because he missed his touch, and then he had to recover with his body. Everyone knows that.
And then the second one where he literally
Dan, Lamella scored one of the best Rabonas the Premier League's ever seen. Is he good? No. Everyone scores a top goal once in a while. Everyone's got.
And he scored the
Rabona
because Arsenal.
Because he has a Puskas award and Kane doesn't.
Well, listen, I've got to run though. Big up to everybody. So I only came on for a bit because obviously I was got to school tomorrow and all that. But big up to everybody. Remember, it's all love. We debate stuff and all that, but it's just opinions at the end of the day. And Harry Kane's a loser. Bye.
Jason Pass is a fraud.
Again.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, this kid. Oh.
I remember being that young.
Do you know what? I think he needs to. Someone needs to take him off of YouTube for a couple of years.
Dan has changed, you guys. I don't know. When I started streaming with him 2 years ago, he was this nice little kid, right? But now
this YouTube world has hardened him.
No, the world hasn't hardened him.
It's broken him. It's broken him.
YouTube has created a monster.
The world has broken him.
It's puberty,
Still,
man.
because he knows he has
good.
Because he knows he has a 6'7" dad that works with the SWAT, so he can act like whatever he wants.
His dad is so hard. when I saw him when he came to England, I was like, "What's it like up there? What's the weather like? Do you have a rain cloud up there as well?"
You mean he was Will?
Probably the same height as well, yeah.
Those genetics did not get passed down.
No, do you know what? I watched Dan today on Football Terrace, and he brought up this conversation about the red card, and it all just fell apart on him. I'm like, "Oh, Dan, why don't you just talk about the win? Focus on us beating Chelsea. Call out all the Chelsea dweebs on that channel." But no, he goes into one about VAR. I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, he brought that up.
He's our time. We love him.
Well, are you?
He's our time.
He's no team.
He needs like one of those beanies with him. What tie wear?
No, ties Alex.
Alex is our time, man.
Alex is our time.
Alex,
but no, Alex is our Bizarro tie.
Bizarro tie, yeah.
That's England's finest right there. That's England's finest.
Who's our Don Robbie, by the way?
Dude, do you know what I saw today in the stadium? And I was going to throw up. So, we've got this partnership with Beavertown Brewery. They're like a local beer manufacturer in the Tottenham area. And they've become a nationwide brand. But they're based in Tottenham. They've got a partnership with Tottenham. So they took over the old ticket office, because that's now all internal in the new stadium. That's turned into a Beavertown pub in Tottenham opposite the stadium. And in the stadium, they actually make beer in the stadium. We've got our own internal brewery. That's all Beavertown as well. So Beavertown's got a partnership with... Dude, there's people in the stadium wearing Beavertown beanie hats.
What?
They've literally... They buy Beavertown beanie hats.
Yeah.
Maybe I should make my own steak company right outside them.
I wanted to ask you, how did the Chelsea fans act in the stadium? Were they like
quiet? They had nothing to say.
No, since the start of the game, before we scored.
The police cut off the road. It kicked off. Not as bad as West Ham. West Ham, there's a lot of fights. A lot of fights with West Ham.
That was West Ham.
On the high
where were the Levy out chants? Where are the Levy out chants for the last like 5 games in a row? 5 games in a row.
They're not gonna do it against the when it's a London derby. They're not gonna do it. Like all the fans just get together.
They haven't done it in forever. They didn't do it against City. They didn't do it against City. They didn't do it in AC Milan. They didn't do it against West Ham. They didn't do it against Chelsea. It's like you forgot all about it. It's like you have a couple of wins and then suddenly it's completely forgotten that we're gonna be we're not gonna get anywhere next season. Like
winning solves all problems. Winning makes people forget.
Right, so, okay, Cube. Right, no, Cube. Right. So the protesters at Spurs. Who keeps is that Will?
What are you doing, Gil?
He wants us to read it out. Congratulations, Stelios, and all Spurs fans on your big victory versus Chelsea. For your resident AC Milan supporter, big up. Do you think Conte will be properly backed if Spurs win a trophy? Or if Spurs win a trophy?
No.
If Spurs win a trophy.
Oh, he's talking about maybe the FA Cup.
Yeah, read it. That's why I was forcing it. You gotta read it.
Past behavior is the best indicator of future behavior.
I thought we were just being
Nobody
DJ.
knows. I think we're going to find out in the summer. This summer we'll find out once and for all. Everything, manager, backing, everything.
Who would you?
That's a DJ.
Yeah. So Cubed, we did a protest where 100 of us turned up outside the ground. It's the biggest protest we've had on a match day, and then all we got was laughs, abuse, hate on Twitter. People were filming us secretly, making video. We got nothing but shit, and we won that day, right? So since then, it's like there is no point us protesting because we are never going to get the numbers. We simply do not get the numbers. That was the best chance to do it, and this was at the height of Levy hate. So we're not going to get the numbers for the protest.
I'll teach you the Asian way of doing protests, right?
No, Americans know how to protest. Our country was built on protesting.
The Asian way of doing protests is we buy protesters, right? We pay them money, they come in the thousands, and they will protest.
I think the best protest is to put Dan and Leave in the same room.
Oh, no.
You just give them hot chocolate or like some curry pot or something like that. They'll protest for you.
Americans founded a country off of a protest. A protest against the English. You need to get some Americans up in there.
Yeah, get your head busted open like an American.
That's right. We'll firebomb all of the shops across the high road too while we're at it.
The reality is, and this is the harsh truth, the overwhelming majority, like 95%, have no desire for Enoch or Levy to go.
Yeah, that's true.
They're happy to moan about it. They're happy to just complain, but they do not have a desire to remove them. They don't. It's as simple as that. They've won. They've got what they want.
You know what it is? You need to diversify the fan community. The Spurs fan community needs to diversify in England because the people that know how to protest are women, racial minorities, and LGBTQ plus people. Because we've been doing it all along. We've been, I'm including myself in that. We've been doing it all along the way. We know how to protest.
Well, we need someone to say, we need someone on the board to say something bad about gays or lesbians or ethnic minorities or against women. Now, if someone on the board can come out, or we can create a fake document that they've written abusing those groups. It's basically
well, there's not enough. Hey, you know what? There, that's our fan base.
But this is some dark shit. This is some dark arts.
Our fan base is not very diverse. Okay, this is someone that I'm in all 3 groups of those minorities that I named. Okay, so I'm saying that right now that our fan base is not diverse enough. You got to get some people in there that are minorities. They know how to protest.
Our awesome panel, right? The best. That's from Guguma. And I can't read the Korean part. Will you got to do that?
All right, Sal, Korean's on you, man.
I'll read it. 다들 너무 재밌어요. I love you. It means everyone's so fun. I love you.
That was
big up.
Goguma was saying I love you to me. That was direct.
Google Maps reading her own super chat.
That's a first.
So listen, I think that a lot of us don't know where. So Stel, you can speak to this because you actually know where Tottenham is. To say that Tottenham's not a diverse fan group is disingenuous because Tottenham itself, where Tottenham is a very fucking ethnically diverse place. North London itself.
That's location. No, Mike. I looked at I actually looked at the actual the factually. Tottenham out of the Prem has the most homogeneous group of fans, the most older white male fans of any Prem club. I've looked it up. Go look it up. Go look it up.
How do you look that up?
So what was
the Wikipedia?
Wikipedia. Okay. I believe everything that's on Wikipedia. You know that open source website.
Yes, Wikipedia.
I can make myself the president of the United States for 2 seconds on Wikipedia.
Listen, Cube.
I make myself master chef of steak.
See, there you go.
I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die on the hill of Tottenham is more or less diverse than other clubs. That's not the hill that I want to die on. I'm saying in general, football, English football is not diverse enough.
No,
okay. And we also know that because of how racist it is right now in football.
Xenophobic.
Okay. Let's go through these arguments.
But again, I'm not trying to.
Stella, it's gonna be okay.
You're going, yeah, Mike. You're going in on this stuff. But again, I'm making all these comments. I stand by them. But I'm not trying to. My point is simply about protests. I was just making this point about protests.
Racism is everywhere. I just want to go ahead and say that.
So listen.
It's everywhere.
The ownership group.
Really? I didn't know that it was.
Well, I know. I'm just saying that probably shouldn't be the crux of your argument.
The majority of the Spurs fan base.
If she's referring specifically to protesting, anybody can protest. It's just that the LGBTQ, racial minorities, and other groups are more frequently viewed as oppressed.
That's what I'm talking about.
I get that. You've had to protest because you've had to do it. So just
that's
because you've had
literally
to do it,
what I'm
doesn't necessarily
saying.
mean that you're better at it. It's just that you've actually done it. They've had to do it.
Well, if you've done something, then usually.
I need to save that.
If you've done something more,
clipped,
then you're usually better at it.
That was my fucking name.
It's not always. But if you do something more and you have more practice, then you are usually better at it.
I mean,
like
at the
how
end of the day, results
Spurs
are results.
has not won a trophy in a long time, and therefore we're shit at winning trophies right now. Okay?
That's correct.
The majority of our fan base.
Zippy, Stell, zippy.
Actually, but listen, if it comes down to protesting, it also comes down to what can we actually do besides protesting.
It's always the Arab guy that gets kicked out.
What can you do? And you know how the Americans do it? They just fucking walk out. They just leave. They don't.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
There's no desire. There's no desire for it. They don't. Believe me. There's no desire in the fan base to do anything. They're not. They're not interested. They don't want it.
Then
as long as we keep finishing top four, as long as we keep being in the top four race, the majority of fans look at it as like we're doing good. Sad but true. They will complain when we don't win trophies. They will complain if we lose against the big six. They will complain, but that complaint is short-lived. It's very short-lived. Believe me.
Yeah, flip flop. When we lose, they complain. When we win, they just keep quiet and enjoy it. So
the worst place to judge our fan base is on social media. What you see on social media is not a true reflection of what happens on a match day. On a match day, nobody gives a shit about protesting. 80, 90 of us. In the stadium, unless it's a catastrophic football moment where fans are literally fed up, then they'll chant something. But even that is short-lived. It's that one moment and that's it. We're not. Let me show you the difference. Man United fans wanted Glazers out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is their protest. This is their protest.
That's
Thousands
what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying.
It's their protest.
This is our one. This is our one.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what my point is.
They're a different level of fan to us. The other clubs have got a different level of fan. Listen, I go in the stadium. Do you know what I see?
Even Arsenal's protests were huge.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And then we started winning. We were protesting because we were finishing in 8th place over and over and over again. You guys are not. You guys are not. So Stell is right on, where you guys have not been abused enough. Your fan base has not been abused enough over the last year for anybody to be marching down.
No. We've been abused too much, right? Until we love it. Right?
Well, it depends. It's levels. It's levels, right? Some people are perfectly content with finishing top 4 and losing. That's the difference. That's the difference.
That kind of ambition, guys. I've got a friend, right? I'm not sure any of you guys know him, right? He's Stephen Featley, right? He's in his last lap of his life, right? If you see him come on my show, he's been a sick child for the past 20 over years since he's been born, right? Every time he comes on my show, right? Whenever Arsenal lose, right? He will cuss at Arteta, right? He's got that kind of ambition, right? He says that, you know what he says? If we are not in a title fight, I don't give a fucking shit. You know? Us fans, right? If we are not in a top 4 fight, it's okay. We're still in Europe.
Yeah. And I'm not speaking for you. I'm merely saying that there are portions of every fan base. There are portions of Arsenal's fan base who aren't ambitious. They're we're at least top 4. So when we bomb out of the League Cup, nobody gives a shit, right? So there are different levels of fan, is all I'm saying. And Steven, the Stevens and the League Gunners of the world are always going to preach that. But there are other people, the majority of the fan base, that don't care enough.
But your fan base is very big as well.
No, but the problem is that our ambitions of our fan base, right, is not at that level. You guys know? Like now, because after 2 years, right, ever since I've joined this YouTube community, right, I've started to see we've been growing slowly, but really slowly, right? And like what Stell says, right, our fan base is totally flip-flop. There's no direct, that we have this ambition and we want this what call objective to be achieved, right? We are so, like they say, we've been abused and used for the past so many years, right? Even from the old days, right? When we went through the Scholar, the Sugar times and all that, right? Until a lot of fan base have PTSD. What they are so afraid of is that, we're so afraid that we're going to be bankrupt, our financial instability. They are still so stuck in that era. Their mindset can't move forward to think that we've reached this level, right? We've been lied to so many times, right? I mean, not directly lied to, impliedly lied to, right? That we don't see it anymore.
Sold a dream, I believe is what they call it.
Yeah, sold the dream of what dream? His dream, not our dream.
Yeah, Levy's dream.
And TJ, just to give you a perspective.
Yeah, I think our club lacks that vision as well, that desire to just win. And that's not the dream of people.
Elliot, it's not just the club. It's the fans.
The fan base, exactly. Because fan base are part of the club as well to a certain extent.
And remember, Stell, you called the fan base out 1 year ago. And what did they do to you? You are Stell, right?
No, they protest against the Newcastle owners, but our owners don't give a shit.
Protest against me.
They protest against me.
Still out.
Yeah.
There's more people in this community against me than against Levy and Enoch. I'm telling you.
Yeah? No, against us, Stel, not you. Generally against us.
No, it's him. Eugene, it's him.
and Terry.
We love Stel.
I tweeted a year ago, the biggest problem in this club is our fan base. Our fans are the problem because you accept this. Oh my God, it's like I called everyone's mum ass shit. Fuck me.
Yeah,
it's
you
like
your
I
mum,
abused
bro.
everyone when I said that. They lost the plot when I said that. Yeah, that's right. It's the fans' fault that we lost to Arsenal. Like, I never said that, dude. It's your fault that you accept that. I never said it's your fault we lost. Like, anyway.
That was
We did win. By the way, we did win today. In case anyone forgot, we did win. Right? It was 2-0.
Imagine we win the FA Cup. Imagine we win the FA Cup. We will have the same discussion after we won.
I don't think you will.
Lose it.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
we ain't winning the FA Cup, Dietrich, right? We
No,
know
we
that.
could. We could win it, maybe.
Yes. Google Ma, I know we could, but our owners don't want it. That's the sad part, right?
They don't care either way.
Yeah.
They don't care either way. They're bringing it. They're bringing in. You guys are Beyonce FC, right? You guys signed Beyonce. Beyonce at Shite Hart Lane, right?
Yeah. Lady Gaga FC.
And I know Stel's fuming at that comment, but
what do you mean? I'm going. I'm joking. I'm not fucking going,
okay,
man.
I wanted Will to put this up because for me, this is why I was mad and complaining. This was today from Spurs admin, this IG story, and this is literally everything that's wrong with our club. We have a game going on, and our Spurs admin, like Levy and the club, is so focused on making money that they have covered up the update on what's going on in the game with trying to promote people to buy Royale's match-worn shirt.
I don't think he did it.
So no, hold on. And the fact that they are trying to sell Royale's match-worn shirt from West Ham, and somebody even today got his shirt because suddenly after a few games he's a cult hero and he's, oh my God, he's prime Cafu. That is what's wrong with our fan base. Our fan base and our club, that is everything wrong with it in a nutshell.
It's incredible how much anything small can trigger CQ. Just small.
I like the passion though. I like the passion.
We are giving Eric Dyer. I know. Imagine that.
It's not small, Dietrich. It's showing exactly where we're at as a club right now. The fact that you can't even see the update on what's going on at the club, and they're trying to promote and sell shit.
I've lost hope with this fan base. Imagine you think Dyer loves me, he loves us. I don't understand.
That's Elias, Eric Dyer.
We've been seeing that song for 10 years, and you know what? We're gonna continue seeing it. We're gonna give him a testimonial, and it's gonna be. We're gonna continue. You know, we're gonna tell Eric Dyer that we love him for many years to come.
2 years ago, what do we call Eric Dyer? Moon boots, right? Everyone is calling Eric Dyer moon boots, right? And what's happening now? Yeah,
we're still at the club.
Yeah. No, but sorry, Elias, that was pre-Nuno, right? So you I don't think you will know much about that.
No, it's fine. It's fine if someone rates him at first, but like if you continue singing that song, something's actually wrong with you mentally.
Because that song is funny, that song particularly is like the most sung song at our club. That's the funny part about it. Like it's about
I genuinely thought
Eric.
Harry
Can you
Kane
imagine?
won
The
a
funny
moron.
part is that Eric Dyer's song is the most sung chant in our club. That's the funny part.
I don't think so, mate. I don't think
It is.
so.
It is. You can ask Sal, the people who are there actually. He just make like one tackle or like somebody actually just make that one the one good clearance or something like that, and they start singing that song. That's the funny part about it.
Elias is not the most sung song.
It's not. It's definitely Harry Kane. He's one of our own.
But it is one of the most sung songs, I suppose. Stel.
Harry Kane, one of our own. You know.
Super Tottenham.
That is glory, Tottenham Hotspur. Come on, you Spur. There's loads more.
But yeah,
Nice one, son. Nice one, Sonny.
Nice one, Sonny.
Everybody
Let's have
forgot
another
about that
one.
one, huh?
Nice one.
You have a non-complete, season, and everybody has already forgotten all about that song.
We don't sing Antonio that much anymore. That's kind of disappointing.
What have the fans figured out a song yet for Stellini?
Yeah,
Do
there's
they
one.
have one for
There's
Ryan
one.
Mason ready yet?
So,
See, there's one for Stellini.
Like East Risotto, something like that. The Cellini one.
So listen, I wanted to ask you guys what you guys thought of the Chelsea game now that you guys are all on here, and what you guys think Spurs are going to do moving forward.
2 hours and 10 minutes into the show, you want to talk about the game today?
No, we haven't looked at stats, right?
Can I just say?
Listen, Stel, like 45 of those minutes were like taken up by Dan THFC. So like, let's
before we get on to the match, can I just tell you one song that we sang today, which we never sing? It's the first time we sang it. Did you see the referee run off the pitch without telling anyone for like 2 minutes today?
Yeah. No, it was equipment issue.
Equipment problem. Yeah, battery ran out or something.
Right. In the stadium, none of us knew why he ran off the pitch, but it reminded us of that game against Chelsea when Eric Dyer ran off the pitch to go for the toilet.
Yeah.
Right. So when he came back on, the whole stadium was singing, "You took a shit. You took a shit. You took a shit. You took a shit."
At the referee.
Yeah. You went for a shit. You went for a shit. That was fucking hilarious, man. Anyway, sorry, Mike.
All right, I'm gonna bail before you guys get into the game again. Thanks for having me on. Will, you're a legend. Legendary panel. Thanks, guys.
What's up, TJ?
Stel, I respect you, my friend. I'm not gonna.
You too, man.
All right. I want to go ahead and just say this. I hate Spurs, but you guys are okay.
Which one do you hate more?
We hate Spurs as well.
Apparently.
Fuck Spurs. Fuck.
All right. All right, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for having me on. Later.
Yeah, you too. Good night. Where's TJ from?
America.
Big up, William.
Big up, William. This game.
William's back.
How good was it beating Chelsea? I fucking hate Chelsea.
I hate Chelsea.
Great.
Who doesn't hate Chelsea, by the way?
You're not going to get any fans of Chelsea on here.
No, thank God.
This win doesn't feel like the other wins. Do you remember when we beat against Courtois the 5-3 or 5-2? It doesn't feel like the old wins.
Dietrich, every win this year has felt so shit. Like there's a bit of hype, a bit of singing. Outside the stadium, the atmosphere is like, man. I don't think anyone believes we're going to do anything. That's why. There's no belief we're going to do anything that we haven't seen before.
Do you remember when we beat Chelsea against when they had Conte? It felt like a good win. I was happy, like I was mocking everyone. This one just feels like we all knew what the outcome. We all knew what's going to happen because Potter was there.
We will win. We will win the FA Cup, guys. We will win the FA Cup. You wait and see.
Who told you that?
And I'll make another prediction for you. It'll be Manchester City in the final.
That would be nice.
Ambitious.
That would be nice.
And we'll be total underdogs for that final.
No shit.
The last time we faced City in the final was not.
Question to William.
Either.
Is Levy going to sack the manager before the FA Cup?
No. He hasn't got.
Could you imagine?
He can't. See, the thing about Levy at the moment, he's not in the position to sack Conte.
He's not.
Because he knows the fans will go off their nut. As long as Conte
I don't think so.
Tottenham in that top four, and if he gets to that final and he wins that final, I'm telling you now, Conte has one up on him. and he's fucked.
Let me ask you a question. Would you take winning the FA Cup or Levy sacking Conte before the final and all the fans turn against Levy?
Oh, that's a beautiful question, Stel. Fuck yeah.
I would take turning against
Look,
Levy.
I want the trophy. I want the trophy, man. I want the trophy. I can't lie. I'm that fucking longing for a trophy. But in saying that, half of me would want to say, half of me would want the fans to turn on Levy. Yeah.
Such a difficult question, man, because I'm desperate for a trophy.
No, because think about it. If you fire Levy, you're going to win more trophies.
No, the fair truth, right? It doesn't matter. Even if Levy sacks Conte, right? Nothing's going to happen. Don't you see
the
right
fans
now,
will go nuts, mate. If we sack him before the cup final,
they will go nuts for a while. Then everything will go back to normal again. That's our fan base.
If we sack Conte before an FA Cup final, and then Mason comes in and we lose, Levy's dead.
He's gone. He's dead. He's dead in the water.
It's the only time I know the fans will fucking lose it.
But still, we have fans like Savan Perchi that would be happy that Conte is gone.
Finally, 4 at the back. We lost 3-0, but at least we tried something different. Yeah. Yay.
You know the way you were talking about Potter coming in? You know the way you were talking about Potter coming in and
here?
And like the one manager I would take over everyone to come in at Tottenham if Conte was to go would be Ange Postecoglou up at Celtic.
You wouldn't
come on,
Spalletti at Napoli, William?
I would take Tuchel. I would take Tuchel.
I would take Tuchel.
I would never take Tuchel. I don't want that bastard out of club.
Tuchel was fucking terrible.
Fucking shit.
He won the Champions League with the worst squad.
It doesn't matter who you take, right? Take the T lady.
I was just about to say, like, I would rather have Ryan Mason than Tuchel than Pochettino. It doesn't matter. Why would we get an elite manager anywhere?
And don't back him.
And just waste
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyway. Conte outlasts these owners anyway.
I don't know how you guys are so
that's
convinced
right?
that
That's what the
Levy would be
prediction
done if he
last year.
sacks
So you're
Conte.
saying
I don't
Conte will
think so.
out these owners, is it?
It's so obvious they're trying to turn Ryan Mason into an Arteta at Tottenham. It's so obvious they're trying to do it. Difference is he's going to be shit.
But why not Yaya Toure? He might have a future.
Why not?
Honestly, he's gonna be Arteta.
Why not Vincent Kompany? Why not get him? Or
Kompany would be good.
Like, just fuck it. Like someone fun, like an experiment. Who cares? Like, I don't want to get any sort of manager that has some sort of pedigree experience because we're just gonna waste all of their knowledge, all of their hard work. I just don't care anymore.
That is the smoke screen. You know, ever after since Poch, right? Levy has built this smoke screen by bringing in elite managers to pacify the fan base. That's all, right? The only screw up he did was Nuno, right? That remember? We will make me proud. Yeah.
Nuno wasn't given a chance either. Let's not forget that.
But he has a fear of what Conte will say if he does sack him. He has an absolute fear of what will come out. Because Conte won't hold his tongue, guys. He won't hold his tongue.
But William, the thing that scares me, if we go at the end of this season, and then he walks, and then
I want to believe.
He's not going to walk. This is the thing. I don't know why the fan base think this. You need to stop thinking this. Conte's not walking. He's no intentions of walking.
But he wants to back in.
He has not extended his contract.
Don't worry about that.
Anymore.
He's clever. He's clever, Conte. He doesn't need to extend his contract at the moment. He holds all the cards, not Levy. He's very clever, guys. You got to look at the situation a little bit different than what you are. Just because he hasn't signed a contract doesn't mean he's not interested in staying at Tottenham.
William,
do you believe Conte will stay with us then? You think he's going to?
Yes, most definitely. Conte will stay. Conte will win a trophy this year.
William, I have a hypothetical. I want to ask you. If Conte did get sacked or he walked, hypothetically, what would Conte do? He would just say the club shit, Daniel Levy shit. He doesn't want to be elite. He doesn't want. You think he'll actually come out and say all those things?
No, yes, he most definitely. Yes, most definitely.
I just don't see a world where that happens.
He does it at Chelsea.
I want to believe that he'll do it. Believe me, William, I want him to blow up.
He'll do it, man. He'll do it.
I just don't. Is it,
Do you see the
is it
difference
political,
when
is it
you blew
political
up?
suicide for him as a coach? Oh, if I hire him next, what's going to stop him from doing that to my club next?
Well,
No,
yeah,
I think he won't take the
you see, after Chelsea when he did that, he lost kind of his credit in the world of football because everyone was scared to take him and make him their coach because they know it's not going to happen again. That's why he went to Inter. So if at Spurs it fails and he does that once again, I'm telling you this right now, no club is going to touch him. And that's what he's doing.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. But I'm telling you now, he is going to be at Tottenham next year. He wants to win a trophy at Tottenham. That is the pinnacle of his career. It's the pinnacle of his career. If he wins a trophy at Tottenham, because nobody's done it, you know, for 15 years, if he does that, he'll be the absolute oracle of managers.
Yeah.
Because look how many managers have been laid by the wayside and have not won anything at Tottenham.
Yeah,
Conte will do it, guys. You just have to believe he will do it.
First, I'm not blaming him because even me, I would act the same way as Conte. But first, players need to know if he's going to stay there long term. That's why the likes of Bastoni don't want to join Spurs. Everything is up to him and the board if they're ready to back him. So we have two issues at this club.
Okay, I believe what William is saying, as I understand, right? Conte holds all the cards at the moment. He has not signed a contract, right? And what is very obvious on the board is that if he has not signed a contract, why hasn't Levy sacked him? Because Levy dare not sack him because if he gets sacked, right, he's afraid the fan base will turn against him, right? Conte holds all the cards. If he wins the FA Cup, that's all. All Conte has to do is to win the FA Cup.
But there's also you got to remember the other situation at the moment at the club, which they're keeping very hush hush, is to do with Paratici. Now Paratici will be sacked at Tottenham.
Oh, Paratici's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. I reckon he's already been sacked behind the scenes.
Is he in jail actually?
No.
He's not in jail.
No,
he's not in jail, but he might do time for what's happened at Juventus.
Yeah.
No, but he has to do time in Italy, not in England.
Not at the moment. Yeah. Oh, unless you go on a run.
But a Premiership club cannot have that guy at their club. He can't stay at Tottenham.
Probably he'll become a fugitive and he'll end up in Malaysia.
Yes.
But I saw Paratici at the stands today against Chelsea. He was there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He'll be behind the scenes, but he's a dead man walking. He's already a dead man walking.
I think there are another four more indictments against him or something like that, right?
Yes.
If he leaves,
it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse.
If he leaves, I don't care.
And to tell the truth, right, the Agnelli family, they're going to find a scapegoat to take all the blame, right?
Yes.
And obviously, the blame is already being pointed at him because he's getting the brunt of all the shit that's coming towards that club now. And
yes,
so he's going to be
if he leaves. If he leaves, who cares? Because anyways, Paul Mitchell's contract ends at this summer, so we can go and take him.
Well, I was told a strong woman comes in at Tottenham. Now, I don't know whether Stell has heard something about this, but I was told that a strong woman will be coming in at Tottenham.
Which woman?
Is that
Paul Mitchell will never work with Levy again. Never.
Now, I don't know if that's I don't know, Stell. I don't know if you've heard anything, but
there's always rumours. But I don't think Levy's going.
I know there is.
Where's Danny?
I don't think Levy's going anywhere.
Hey,
listen, guys,
you better go sleep.
Yeah. I'm gonna wish you a good night. Have a good show, whatever's left of it.
Joining me tonight, sir? I mean, in afternoons later.
Depends what time I wake up.
Hey, Stel, before you leave, I have a quick question for you before you leave.
Why? Why have you got a question?
So Spurs have this terrible tendency of playing up to their opponents as well as playing down to their opponents. Why?
Say that again, sorry?
I said Spurs have a terrible tendency of playing up to their opponents, like Man City, as well as playing down to their opponents, like Leicester City. So why do you think that happens? Is it down to individual errors? Is it down to mentality? Is it down to consistency? Like, what is it? What is it with this club that's unable to get a real run of games going, because we have a soft schedule, but I can't rely on this team to go to
quality players. Quality play, lack of quality.
The only thing that you can be consistent about Spurs is that we will consistently be inconsistent. That is literally what we do all the time. Even last season, we were consistently inconsistent until the very, very final run-in.
What do you think?
If you've got quality players, you'll consistently play at a quality level. You'll have the odd dip, the odd game where it doesn't work. But, look at Pochettino. We had a quality side. Now, sorry, Ben Davies, Dyer, Emerson, Cess. I don't rate these players. Even Richarlison, I don't rate them. I don't think they're good enough. But opinions, right? It's just whatever people think of these players. The players that come off the bench, they're not even that great. So you need quality. Quality will give you consistency. That's what I think.
Yeah, but you also got to have a good leader that leads the team properly. Because you just have to look at Chelsea at the moment. That's a mess. You got quality players all over the pitch, but they're a mess.
William, I disagree, man. Thiago Silva's a hell of a leader. He's been a hell of a leader for a long time.
No, I mean a manager, man. I mean a manager. That's the leader. That's the number one person you go to at the start.
Actually, what
you can have your leaders on the pitch, but everyone looks up to the manager first, and no one looks up to Potter.
But you know what? I would say that Tottenham are overcoached.
No.
Do you know what else as well, right? You need to establish what your goal is. So at Man United, forget what Ten Hag says to the media. I guarantee you he set his team a goal, win a trophy.
Of course.
If we get one, let's see what else we can do. I bet you he set that goal. At Tottenham, there is no way Conte has set the goals, win the league, win the FA Cup. Because deep down, he knows it's a fucking bullshit goal. So I think
Levy sets the goal, right?
What are the players aiming for when they get on that pitch? What's their end game?
You know what? Though, when Mourinho was there was an episode. I think it was Coach's Voice with Mourinho, and he said the first thing you do is establish expectation.
Yeah. You got to have expectations going into a season. If you don't have expectations, why the fuck turn up?
Listen, I'm going to bed, guys. Good night. Have a good week.
See yourself.
Good night,
Take care. Bye, everyone.
I'm gonna head off too. Thanks for the show, everybody.
See
you. Bye, Ian.
Wait, Will, before I go, can you play my intro music? That makes no sense.
Yeah. Here, I'll pull you out and bring you in.
Yeah.
How about that? Where's it? There you are. All right.
Are we looking at stats today?
All the way from the west coast of the US of A. Bringing them in. What a burger style. In and out style. He's in and out. LA.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Glad to be here. I'm going to take off. I'll see you guys later.
All right. Take care, Ian.
Stay.
Good night.
Big up, Ian. Yeah, 78 people watching after 2.5 hours. Make sure you've hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. I'm loving this though, right here though. I'm telling you right now.
That's beautiful.
That's the greatest thing ever.
God's work of art.
How long did it take for you to do that?
Oh, like 5 minutes. I mean, you can tell it's like I didn't. It's not real. It's like super fast Photoshop, right? Like it's not.
Boy, you guys have to watch the Chelsea reactions of the loss. It's too funny.
Oh man. Even my Chelsea friends are very
Come on, Dan, you gotta love it, don't you, Dan? Dan boy, you gotta love it. Look at it, so cute.
Hey, Will, he's got school tomorrow, man. Chill.
So
Wait,
cute.
he said he has school tomorrow. Go to sleep.
Go, bro, sleep. You need to study. Your finals are coming up.
I know.
He's too young to have finals, man.
He's having finals.
No.
I'll show you some Tottenham crisps I've been creating. Let me just see if I can get this camera around. I don't know if you can see them.
Yep,
that's
nice.
Oh, those are nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Is it resin art?
Wow.
Like a quilt?
Yeah, with resin. Yeah, resin.
Oh, resin.
Resin art.
Mhm.
That's awesome, William.
Yeah, I've got
Be
loads.
heavy
There's,
too, right?
there's more over here.
Ah.
I don't have that video on my side. That's on sale side. So.
Which part of Australia are you in, William?
Brisbane,
Okay, in
Oh.
Brisbane. Yeah,
the best part.
it's the best part. Yeah, not too cold, not too hot part.
There are a lot
Oh,
of Malaysian.
it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot.
Yeah. The tropical part. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about it's 30 odd degrees.
Yeah, I think it's more or less
Where I
the same weather of Malaysia
Yeah.
when you guys have your
Yeah.
summers.
Yeah,
Malaysian weather is so boring. It's the same every year. The entire.
I love it. But I'm going over to Ireland in April, so it'll probably be cold over there.
Nah, it's getting hot here now.
William, why are you trading Australia?
The rainy weather is just past.
Eugene, when is it not hot here? It's hot here the whole year. I'm so
We've got our Malaysian winters, right? So when it rains and it doesn't stop raining, and when the sun doesn't come out, right? And keep raining and rain and rain.
But you know what, Eugene?
It's a
At least you got
monsoon
the beach.
season, isn't it?
Yeah, this monsoon actually is not really winter like.
And that's why I call it the Malaysian winter. So it's always cool. Now it's becoming hot.
What about in Malaysia, are you?
Oh, we're from Klang Valley, near the city. Yeah.
Near KL, yeah.
Kuala Lumpur. Yeah.
I have a question for the panel. Big up the panel. But if Spurs beat Wolves and Forest and Southampton and Everton, which are our next 4 fixtures, winnable matches, who's going to say Spurs are in a title run?
I'm saying this right now. I'm gonna call it. If we beat Wolves, we'll be in a title race, and we're gonna win this trophy. Watch.
No.
Second half of the season, charge.
I don't know who. Somebody, some alien has come and abducted Dietrich and replaced him with a doppelganger, like you see in the movies. I'm telling you right now.
Dietrich, where's that Gunnar shirt?
Yeah.
Every day before entering the house, I put my feet on the shirt, then I come in. I'm not gonna wear that. I hate that.
Stole it.
You know, Dietrich does not honor his bets.
No. You know what? I was supposed to this Friday.
That's not good, man.
Well, I'll do anything. Please, can we switch the bet?
You can't switch the bet after you
Drake,
do it.
I didn't make it. You gotta talk to Stell. That's between you and
Yeah.
Stell, boss. That ain't.
Still will never let you go, bro. Still had to do that. He wore it.
Yeah, he wore it.
He wore it
with
for a whole
sunglasses
show.
and a ski
No,
mask
for me,
and
it was
but he
one
wore
game.
it.
Me, it was one game. Stell said the stupidest thing ever. He said, "We're not gonna make top 4. Arsenal gonna make it."
No,
I made a bet.
I backed my team. He backed Arsenal. That's different.
I made a bet with an Arsenal fan this year that if
Yeah, that still doesn't change the fact that
blame
you
him.
that you
I didn't
pussied
think
out
we'd make top
Dietrich
4.
and are not willing to honor your bet.
But and by the way, we are 12 points behind Arsenal. We can still win this trophy. I'm telling you this right now. They have.
Really, you ready to bet again?
I mean, it's mathematically possible, but I don't think it's likely.
Are you gonna wear a full Gunnar?
I've already won it, by the way.
Boss, no, you know what? See, if we don't win this, if we don't finish above Arsenal, I swear I'm gonna change that picture to sound you, man. I can promise you that.
I want you to go full kit wanker, Arsenal style.
Yeah.
No.
Live stream you making steak.
Socks, shorts.
No.
Shirt.
I would rather wear like ladies' lingerie than wear Arsenal shirts.
That'd be nice too.
We could do that as well.
Hey, Will, I mentioned this before, but Arsenal look really bad without Thomas Partey. Like, really bad.
Oh, they are quite bad.
They have everything.
He might not play
Nice.
tomorrow against Everton.
They haven't looked well with Partey last couple of games. So.
But it's
Well,
probably
no,
not the
he wasn't in
results.
there a
That's
couple
the thing,
games,
right?
so he didn't play against. I don't think did he play against Aston Villa? I don't think so.
No, he didn't.
And he didn't play the previous match
And
either. So
and listen to those fixtures in April. They have Liverpool, West Ham, City, Chelsea. That is a crazy month.
Chelsea doesn't matter much more anymore.
And we have the easiest fixtures next in the Premier League.
If Chelsea send their manager, and get like someone like Zidane maybe or one of those big managers, I think Chelsea.
Zidane will never come.
Friendly reminder that we could win all of our fixtures coming up, and will still have to get a Tottenham on tour tattoo.
Yeah, my luck. We're gonna finish on 85 points, and it's gonna be 1 point away from my prediction, and I'm gonna end up getting a.
I just hope we don't go to Sheffield United and not play a strong side in that FA Cup. We have to play a strong team.
Yeah, because after we have idiots like Sean Butler saying we have to play Richarlison number 9, but he scores 0 goals. Let's go all out on the FA Cup and the Champions League.
Exactly. All out.
Not only does he not. This is the problem for me with Richarlison. Not only does he not score goals, doesn't even create key passes or any chances. Nothing. He does nothing for the attack, and yet Son can come on, create 2 chances, get 2 goal-creating actions. You know,
He had a hockey assist.
and people will say, "Yeah, that's a goal-creating action."
Yeah, okay.
And then, and people will say he's dog trash, and yet Richarlison can do absolutely nothing, and people will be like, "He was excellent today."
honestly,
I think when people say he was excellent, what they mean is chasing down the ball, harassing Chelsea defenders. He is very good at doing that. But you are right. He's not very good at the final pass. He doesn't score goals, but then he's not playing directly up front, is he? You know what I mean? So it's
but I mean,
it's
like, even
hard.
Son-
It's a hard one.
Yeah,
Even Son would
but
score
I don't
more goals
understand why
playing as a
people think
striker
that
than
Son
Richarlison.
doesn't. I don't understand why people think that Son doesn't press and the defense, opposition defense don't get, stressed out with Son. I mean, they know his quality from previous seasons. Like, you don't think that he makes it more difficult for them? You don't think that it pushes them back at all? Like, I don't get that.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, you're right in what you're saying, but it's a case of like Son has not been playing very well. He's been very poor. So if you do bring in Richarlison,
Son has been out of position this season, right? What I've seen with Son is very simple. His defensive duty has tripled this season all of a sudden.
Yes.
Right. He has not been the Son of the same where he used to hang out at the middle of the
Hold on
park,
for a sec.
right?
Gotta bring him in.
Yeah.
The man, the myth, the legend. He's everywhere and anywhere. I don't know why he's still awake in the UK right now. It's not Jacob. I just stole Jacob's song. KPV's in the house.
Oh, KPV.
Yes,
we got KPV.
Big
What
up.
the hell are you still doing awake, man?
It's 4
I
a.m.
don't care, man. I can do what I want.
Same here.
Just been watching the highlights of the game. A banger from Skippy. Finally beating those lot after 7 years. 7 long years. We've been waiting to beat these lot. And I told everyone before the weekend started that losing streak comes to an end. And we done it at the new stadium. Couldn't have asked for a better weekend.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of things that could have gone better, but
So, how was the not gone up? It was a red, and the ref just changed it, rescinded it from red to yellow. Bollocks.
yeah, it was pretty. It's pretty stinky.
But
Yeah.
even talking about Richie, do you guys realize his best shot in the Premier League was when he hit the post? Other than that, they were all shit. Straight at the keeper or over the bar.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, and I'm telling you right now, that's his first chance today. Son buries that 9 out of 10 times.
Which one?
His first shot today. He only had 2 shots for Charleston, but the first one, he was
Or
completely.
the one he dragged wide, yeah.
Yeah, he
yeah.
It was just a horribly wide and high. He was basically right in Son's favorite spot to do that shot with his right foot.
And just whip it around.
The bending into the far post corner. Son buries that all day long. And look, man.
But he was excellent today. Apparently, everybody
was
said
excellent.
he was. Richie was excellent. He was amazing. He should start all games moving forward because Son is the best super sub ever. Like he will definitely score and play better when he comes off the bench because he is the super sub, and Richie brings positive vibes.
I heard the commentators say what, right? He was the energy and the physicality was brilliant today for Richie.
No. Dan said he
That's such a deluded comment, I must say.
Oh, it
Because-
came from the game, right?
That's a deluded commentator. Commentators can be quite deluded as well, by the way.
Do you remember when Dan said he brings adrenaline to the team?
You could smell his energy. Yeah.
Feel the
energy.
You guys, he gets the crowd into it. He gets the crowd into it.
Look,
For all of
Lamella
you-
was like that
in
too,
group
though.
chat today, Dan said that Richie's energy gets the crowd into it.
I'm telling you right now. Eric Lamella will end up with more goals in all competitions than Richarlison.
Yeah.
Eric Lamella did
like,
all.
How do we get duped into that for 60 million though? I don't understand that.
Guys, I've given this theory before, right? We had to pay 60 million for Richie because that's how we got rid of Dele Alli.
I actually think you're correct there. I do believe that had something to do with Dele Alli pissing off as well.
Probably.
But he was on a free. He left on a free.
No,
we
we don't know the ins and outs of what Daniel Levy does in these fucking circumstances, you know?
No, but he said the deal said if he played or scored many goals, they have to pay 40 million to us.
Or something to
20 games.
20 games.
League games for Everton. Everton will have to pay us 40 million. Yeah. And how many league games have you started for Everton?
None. They
Zero. He scored.
He didn't start any. Sorry. He didn't start any. He was a sub in like 3 or 4 games. That's all.
Yeah, he's never started any.
How is he doing any? Has anyone checked out see how he's doing out in Turkey?
TikTok. He's doing TikTok.
Not good. Not good.
Oh my god!
I've watched his game against.
Why would you do that? Why would you give up something that so many kids would give the right arm to be a footballer?
Cash now.
This guy, yeah, I know, but it's just crazy, man. Just
but William,
play football.
It's like no,
Love
but
the game.
when you have the fame when you're young, it's not easy on a young kid like him. Imagine being raised without your parents.
You see Neymar, for instance. I mean, Neymar does all those things that actually Dele Alli does. But where is Neymar and where is Dele Alli? There's a big difference.
Yeah, but he has his dad behind his back. He's the manager.
Neymar is 31 years old now. Dele
Alli has no one.
I mean, back then.
I honestly believe it's attitude. It's definitely attitude. It's if you have the mindset that you want to get to the top and stay there. Look at Harry Kane, for instance. That man's an absolute legend. He sets the bar so high for young kids coming through that's where you want to go. And whenever do you hear about Harry Kane, he's sitting on a computer for fucking all night on TikTok, or he's out partying every night. That is a model professional.
The difference with Kane, he failed when he was young, so he had to learn it quick. Dele Alli, he succeeded extremely long. Now he's failing as a person, as a footballer.
Yeah, but see, I don't agree with that. I think that he hit heights really quickly, and he didn't have the right attitude for it.
Yeah,
that's because he had early success, right? It's like child actors; they never become great adult actors, right? Because
exactly. Exactly.
My question is the Turkish league still on after the earthquakes and all that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, they took a break.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they actually were just
extended the transfer window.
The Besiktas, is that how you?
Besiktas.
Yeah. It's the crowds were throwing toys onto the pitch after that game to give to children that that were affected by the earthquake.
Yeah. Folks, big up Greek philosopher.
Stelios.
We're all brains in we're all brains in a vat.
Well done.
What? Can you react to Mark Peeler's new video? I don't even know who that is, bro.
Markiplier's. He's Markiplier's. He's like a YouTuber.
Don't know who that is, man.
What video? Yeah, what video
Yeah,
did he
but
do?
remember what you said?
Who the
about
fuck
Sonny?
is he?
Gotta sell
He's some
No,
YouTuber.
I don't want to sell some because I don't, because I want to rebuild the club or anything like that. I want to sell some because Tottenham fans don't deserve him.
I agree.
Well,
That's
how
why I
would
want to
you
sell
do?
some.
I want Kane to join City. I hope he joins City.
No. Goes anywhere else.
Citrix, are you a City fan, guys, or something?
City,
No.
yeah, he's a closet City
Okay,
fan.
my dad is a City fan, but I regret choosing Spurs because
So is my dad. My
Who
dad's a big
doesn't
City
regret
fan as
choosing
well.
Spurs?
My dad is like a mild, lukewarm Chelsea fan, by the way.
Nami is a City fan, 100%.
Go to bed. Go to bed, Dan. Go to bed, Dan.
I used to.
Extra Max, I've just seen. Is it Extra Max?
I used to go over to the City matches with my dad when they were down in the second division.
My dad's favorite player was
So I watched City go all the way up to the Premiership again. I was at the final match in the Championship when they got promoted. I think Stuart Pearce missed a penalty that day for them, if I can remember correctly.
Man,
Yeah.
all my family are part G-Sung Manchester.
Oh
United
my
fans.
goodness.
Oh God, it's the worst.
Scott's got a good conspiracy theory. Dietrich and Dan, both dads are City fans. Both are delusional. Maybe they're the same person.
Man City are just not good because they can't beat us at the
Dietrich
new
is
thing.
just
They
Dan's
can't
burner
beat us.
account when he goes to bed. This way he never has to
So
have
what's
camera.
going to happen with Manchester City? What's going to happen with all these allegations and everything and whatnot?
Nothing.
What is?
It's a 4-year investigation.
Nothing.
For the love of Christ! Yeah, of course
But
it is.
guys, we are coming to the end. We're coming on the third hour, which is where we're ending it now.
It wasn't 3 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours, 45 minutes. No,
Hold on, guys.
at 3 hours, I'm
not
killing
sure
it.
any of you have been on the shows with Stephen Friedley before, right?
With what? I'm ending the
Steven.
show, Eugene, for fuck's sake.
Do you think Chelsea's getting relegated?
Yeah. No, he's just
I'm
passed away.
ending the show, Eugene.
No, I'm just saying he
Are
just
you?
passed away just about a couple hours ago. That's all.
Oh, your mate passed away a couple hours ago?
You mean
Google my
Steven?
post. Yeah, Stephen. Yeah, I just got
He
the news
did?
from the family. Yeah, he passed away 3:50 a.m.
You see, Will, instead of being a dickhead, you could have waited and let him talk.
Hey, dickhead or not, we're ending the show.
Guys,
right?
yeah, I know.
Like,
Yeah, just to let you guys know, right? I'll be doing a show tonight. First part will be football. Second part will be a tribute to him. And if you guys want to join, I'll throw out the link to you guys. Right?
We got
Those
Sheffield
who-
United.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that,
Me
Eugene.
too.
Sorry for your loss, Eugene.
It's okay. Yeah, but better for him, right? He's been sick since he was a child, so I guess the pain.
Oh,
is
yeah. We didn't talk about the sofa score.
we didn't have time.
Oh.
Show's ending. Stop trying to delay it. Dietrich.
Now you want sofa score.
No,
Yeah.
We need
Elias.
to see the XG of who you're going to
Will,
read.
thanks for having me on, man.
Yep, but we're gonna go around
Yeah.
the bin and everybody's gonna say good night or whatever. So Elias, tell people where they can find you, where you'll be on next, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, you can find me at Step Up Spurs all across Instagram, Twitter, same thing. I'll be doing a show on Sheffield game tomorrow night, and then I'll be doing one on Friday for Wolves, and then I'll be doing one on Monday for Champions League. It's a busy week.
And don't forget, you'll be on my show tonight too, right? Don't forget.
Yes, I'll be on your show tonight too, and then in the middle, I think I'm doing one other show at another channel as well. So, yep.
Stop pouring yourself out there.
Mr. Mike, tell people where they can find you at if you got social medias, Twitter.
Yeah, man. My social media is at Instagram, the Lazy Cat Michael. You can find me there, and I'm on these, dreadfully wonderful panels as well. See you guys next week.
Yeah, big up, Mike, big up.
Steak, the man with the mic problems tonight. What's going on, bud? Where people find you? Where you gonna be next?
Whoever's live, I usually go on to.
Dan THFC.
Yeah.
Persuasion.
Yeah, and anyone who's live basically. More stake again. James Full Pass is a fraud, as well as Dan THFC.
I agree.
And also, you can apparently watch a football game on an Excel spreadsheet.
Apparently, you can watch games on Excel spreadsheets.
You can?
No, you can't. Cubed. Tell people where they can find you. When season 2 of Wrexham coming out, and
Damn right, Wrexham. So I have taken back my title as Queen of Negativity, and I will be, in the corner in a fetal position, wishing that I wasn't a Spurs fan.
sounds like fun.
It does.
Eugene, you kind of did your outro already, but we'll give you another go.
Spurs Vision TV on YouTube. Come and subscribe, smash a like. Right, I do shows once a week if I can, if I have the time, if I can take off time. But this Monday I'll be doing a show. Right, we'll be looking into the Chelsea game with some Malaysian Spurs fans, and of course I usually do a mixture of other clubs fans too. Right, West Ham. I tried to get a Newcastle guy to come on, but I think they're a bit depressed because they lost the cup yesterday. Right, there'll be an MU fan coming on from Malaysia. Right, let's see how that goes, and of course, right, like I said earlier before, right, let's see how that goes. Right, and tonight we'll be doing a tribute. Right, that's all. Right. Join us if you can. Right, thanks, Will, for having me on, and nice meeting all you guys.
Big up, Dietrich Kane.
So I'm looking at the sofa scores.
Oh gosh.
Did you
see Dyer and Emerson were like the highest ones?
And I'm looking currently, and Son had a 6.7. According to sofa score, that's pretty bad. So
no, it's 6.7 because he played 11 minutes. Right.
It's 6.7.
Yeah, he played 11 minutes, had 2 key passes,
And
1 goal forwarding action.
And Richie had a 7.0. That's a lot.
No, it's not. It's not. Look how many times did he give away the ball?
Richie.
He was the man of the match anyway.
17 times.
17, yeah.
Who was the man of the match?
And go look at Son's profile on SofaScore and see what his average per game is. It's 13.3. So people moan about Son giving the ball away a lot.
And Kane lost the ball 20 times, which is it's not that bad.
That's a bad, dude. That's bad. The first half, Kane gave the ball away a lot in the midfield.
A lot.
But
Kulu had 36 touches and lost the ball 10 times.
Yeah, that's normal for Kulu.
And Kane had 53 touches, which isn't that bad.
That's a lot.
Dyer Romero got man of the match, if you're wondering.
Yeah, I think Skip got one too from one particular thing online. I think it was.
He's got 7.5.
Sky Sports is Romero. The Premier League one is Kane.
You say I succeed. Now we're gonna push the stream to 3 hours.
No, we still got 7 minutes to get through it. Gogama, let people know where they can find you at and where you're gonna be next.
Don't remind Will.
You can find me on Instagram, and I just want to say congratulations to our team. I'm so happy we finally won Chelsea, and I'm so proud of the players. And hopefully now we can keep winning. And just I wanted to say rest in peace to Steven. And I pray for him and his family. That's it.
Thanks, Google.
Big up, Gogama.
Beautiful.
God, the world would be a better place if there was more Gogamas in the world, huh?
That's right.
Amen.
That's true. Right. That's right. Next one up is William Kelly.
Thanks for having me, Will. Don't have any channel. I just come on the shows to just have a bit of banter with all the other Tottenham fans, and all I can say is FA Cup incoming.
That's right.
Yay! Wembley.
Thanks for coming on, man. We always appreciate it. Keep letting us know what the sorcerer says, or whatever you call him.
No, it's done now. It's done now. She gave me all the predictions, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
You don't want her to change it on you, eh?
No, I don't want to change it, Will.
William,
Are they
William,
good predictions?
if she's wrong, are you gonna ask your money back?
No.
Are we winning the league?
I don't know if they
we're
give
not winning the
refunds,
league.
Dietrich.
We were never winning the league.
We got KPV too, man. Let people know where you're gonna be at next. What do you got coming up? Where can people find you on the socials?
You can find me Kyle Vineyard, Real Tottenham TV on Twitter, and obviously Instagram K by Retribution Kyle Vineyard, and obviously you know my YouTube channel. Gogma will find it, and yeah, you know where it is. Will.
JP, you got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel.
Can you put a link?
Yeah, put a link up. I'll subscribe.
Put the link up.
Maybe I subscribed to it already. Not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll be on Real Tottenham TV later today for the post-match fan show for the preview of the.
Oh, the wrap up, you mean? Like their morning wrap up or whatever?
Yeah. Good morning, Real Tottenham TV, whatever it is, the wrap up.
Tell him to stop taking shots of sun. All right.
Okay, you got
Tell him
it.
Will said you gotta stop taking shots of sun, man.
And Steak said, say steak.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna fly over there to England and give him a good old stone cold.
Or rock bottom. That's what I'll do to Ben and Sim. They'll get a rock bottom.
There you go.
Yeah. But oh well. And look forward to Wednesday, Sheffield United away. Like, it's gonna be tough, but FA Cup incoming.
Yeah. But we got midweek game. Score predictions for Sheffield United and FA Cup. Blige, what do you think it's gonna be?
3-0.
3-0. Mike, you got a prediction for Sheffield?
Is it away or home?
Away.
Away.
Away. You know what? I'm gonna go with 2-1.
Oh, you stole mine.
Stakes.
6-0, 69-0 Spurs. We can actually win a game against Sheffield United, unlike Wrexham.
Did you just say 69?
And Emerson Royale is scoring all 69 goals.
69
Hey, that's a smart secondary club right there. But you know what? Hey, no. Wrexham is closer to winning their league than we are to winning ours.
Yeah, but they did that last year too, though, right? Like they were top of the league
At
and then
least
lost it in the
they
last
will
week.
get there. They will get there.
Bottle job.
They will get there. At least their owners are investing in the club, buying players, top quality players, and they have outlined what the vision of the club is, and that the goal is to win the league and gain promotion. At least they're able to say that. Are our owners able to say that? No.
I mean, rather than the investment, because they haven't invested like a huge amount of money because of the league they're in. But
You know what those owners had to do, man? They had to invest in their stadium too.
yeah, they invested in all that stuff. But rather than just the investment, the thing that I like about them is that they're like out there in the community. They're going to the ground. They're giving speeches on the pitch. You know, like they're at least trying to make a connection with the fans and build some trust, right? Like they have some, even if it's all Hollywood political BS, still it's better than what we got, right? Some guy who does a video once every 3 years, and
maybe in 5 years' time, right, when Kane retires from Premier League, right, maybe Wrexham can buy him.
I don't know if they don't. He's got Deadpool money, but Deadpool money don't buy you a club like Tottenham.
They're doing the best they can within their means. Okay, we can do, Spurs. We could do a lot better within.
I don't know. They went out and bought like 2 strikers that were like way above their league level. A manager who's managing in a complete, to a championship level manager for facing the Nationals League.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're doing pretty damn good, all things considered.
So if you like Wrexham, you're gonna like my hockey team, my local team. They're gonna buy the Ottawa Senators. Just saying. So you have to put Ottawa fan.
Yeah, watch it. I don't know where you can
Also,
watch it overseas. It's on Hulu here in the U.S. FX Network.
Welcome to Wrexham. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'll
a good-
say this though.
good,
I'll say the equivalent of Wrexham in the Prem. I think Newcastle is the equivalent of Wrexham in the Prem.
Wrexham is in non-league right at the moment.
Under the underdog
National League.
turned Cinderella story.
It's not a story though. Like
Big
you
two.
bought the league.
Because that's why I said Cinderella story. It is a Cinderella story. They had shitty owners, and then rich owners bought them, and then it's a Cinderella story, and now they're it's like a princess, just like that. Got the glass.
Well, it's only a Cinderella story if they win a trophy.
Yeah, well,
They
won the
will.
league.
They will.
They almost did. They were actually
They
in the
almost
FA
did.
Trophy last year. Runners up, they lost.
Yeah, no, but so
They know it. Bottled the league.
How many finals have we bloody lost?
Yeah.
They will.
Ridiculous.
They'll win a trophy.
I think they'll do it this year
Give
because, like,
them-
last year they went out in the first round of the FA Cup, but this year they made it all the way to the fourth, right? So and they beat some, a lot bigger teams.
Give them 5 years, man. They'll win a trophy.
More than that.
I'm going.
I think they'll
3-1
win a trophy
Chelsea.
this year. They'll end up winning the league, I think.
I said within 5 years, for sure.
So if they win the league, right, that means they will be promoted into the
League Two.
League Two.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wrexham. Yeah.
Back into the EFL.
Yeah, they got a long way to go. They got a long, long way to go if they want to get up to the Premiership.
League Two, League
Yeah,
One,
We're setting
Championship.
a goal out there.
But each league is different. Each league you get, the higher you go up, the quality gets that just a little bit better.
I think
Yeah,
the
I think-
difference. I don't think there's that much difference between League Two and the National League. I think they're pretty similar, but the difference is
They are
League
probably
One.
similar, but League One is totally different. Like you look at Sheffield Wednesday, and they're a solid side. Like they will go up to the Championship, and it wouldn't surprise me if they get up to the Premiership the year after.
Yeah, but League
you've got
Two,
to hit the ground running.
The difference for League Two though is you get £1 million a year, right? So you don't get
Yes.
nothing in the National League, right? So
No,
So it's
you don't get
Championship,
that guarantee.
League One, right?
It's non-league, so you don't get anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's no Premier League dividend that get paid down
No.
that. So.
No.
But that's it for tonight, folks. We will be back Wednesday, right? That's the game.
Yeah.
Sheffield United's Wednesday, right?
I'm
We'll
going
be back-
3-1 Spurs. 3-1.
3-1 Spurs. Anybody else got a prediction?
Yeah. If
Well,
Son comes off
the
the
last time we played Sheffield United on the I think it's the Wednesday night is the match, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, on that same date, we lost 6-0 to Sheffield United, so I'm going to go 6-0 to Spurs.
Didn't we
6-0.
beat them the season they got relegated? We beat them the season they got relegated 2 seasons ago. We won it there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, it was Gareth Bale hat trick.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah, but this was I think in the 80s we got beat 6-0 by them.
Bale got a hat
I
trick.
remember the Ndombele one.
We
I'm
won
saying we'll
3-1.
probably win. I think we'll win 3-1.
That Ndombele
Yeah,
goal
we were
was
the same
absolutely
score as me.
class.
Yeah,
Oh,
3-1.
that was unbelievable. Yeah.
I was
And
one
then he
off my
couldn't move
prediction
his
for
fat
Chelsea.
ass, though.
I said we were going to beat Chelsea 3-0. It was 2-0.
2-0.
They would've-
I
They're the
think it'll be a scrappy game, right? We'll most probably scrap through 1-0, depending
They've
on the
got
lineup.
Billy Sharp, though. Let's not forget. They've got Billy Sharp and Ollie McBurney.
And then Bird is still there.
Oh,
Ollie
no.
McBurney is still there.
That's all right, but they've lost a couple of matches there recently. I still think Tottenham will just sit back, soak up the pressure, and catch them on the break.
No,
Yeah.
we
Depending on what
dominate them.
lineup we put up, right? Are we going to rest
It's
Kane?
not
Are we
been
going to put on
kind to
Richarlison as number 9?
I wouldn't.
I mean, why not? Like, if everybody says that he's so good, Richarlison's so good, put him up there. Let him play number 9 for
I'll
full
play
90
down
minutes.
Juma.
Kane. Yeah.
Well, I'd play Son up front. Why not?
To be honest, I'd rather Richarlison play and have a shit game so that this fan base know how shit he is.
Now,
I'll
Elias.
Like,
Stop
I gotta say, I don't disagree with that particular logic.
Yeah, let them see how bad he is. Like I've seen how bad.
I don't
he is.
really want anyone. I don't want any player to have a shit game because that could mean us going out of the cup. Fuck that.
No, I want us to win.
Just
He can still have a shit game, and we can still win because other people will cover him up for him. But
Yeah, but no one
people,
will care.
there's always people
like
will
that.
cover up for players. Look at Dele Alli. 4 years of that shit we had to put up with. Oh, he'll eventually come good. Oh, he's such a good player. Fuck off. He was shit.
In
4 years of shit we had to put up with that.
And like this is the problem. This is the problem for me with players like Richarlison. I don't necessarily think that Richarlison's a bad player, right? And I don't mind us having Richarlison as a backup. But if people would stop, right? Stop comparing Richarlison and Son in the same universe, right?
No, they're not the same players, man. They're just not on the same level.
But that's what bothers me, right? People out there saying Richarlison deserves to play, right? No, he doesn't deserve to play. He's done nothing, right? You don't. This isn't grassroots football where each you got to bring the bad nerdy.
Gotta give everybody a chance.
Yeah, you don't have to bring on the nerdy kid with
participation ribbon. Everybody gets the
Everyone gets a
participation ribbon.
trophy. Everyone gets a trophy.
Yeah, everybody gets a participation ribbon. Like, come on.
It ain't that kind of thing, dude. You got to earn your spot. And what has Richarlison done to earn it? He hasn't earned nothing. The only competition that you think you could say he's earned a spot in is maybe the Champions League, because at least he scored there.
Yeah. He scored against Marseille.
He only scored because I was in the stadium. Like, Steak was in the ground.
Steak was in the ground.
You need to go more games then for him, Steak. Why are you banning him like that?
Levy tax.
Levy tax.
Levy tax.
But that's where we'll be Wednesday night. We'll be doing a post-match show here. It is a weekday show, so it will be a little bit later. So you're probably looking 10 p.m. Eastern time is probably when we'll be doing that show. Because just life in general, weekdays got more going on. But that's what we'll be doing. Folks at home, stay strong, stay Spurs,
stay steaky,
stay stinky, and steaky.
And as always, Levy out.
Levy out. In the word
Dan out.
Dan out.
Levy
Zip
out.
it. Zip it. Zip it. Zip it. Zip it. Zip it. Zip it. Oh, that's classic. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.